And I was like, ooh.
Do you want
that sounds like such an extreme.
What build are you looking for? Because those are two very different builds.
I don't know yet.
Warrior's my dream build.
I don't want to get. I've already put back on some weight, and I'm fine with that because I'm stronger and I could do like a lot of pull-ups now.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, to get the lats,
dude, that wide arm.
It's actually this.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a combination. This is activation. This is building.
Well, this is when I did this.
Yeah.
Is when I was finally getting super sore. And
interesting.
Welcome to the Real Rejects podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We go live every Friday. Coy, you're looking less like a cat.
Feel way more like I got an eyebrow, Greg.
Can we say where you've been?
Yeah. No, we can talk about it now. I got a hair transplant a week ago. 8 days ago. This is day 8 of healing. And my face is not swollen anymore. Day 3 and 4 were the worst. And then since it's been on the progression. But it's been speaking of physicality and confidence, it's been a fun journey of being like very personal on the internet. And I'm trying it out. I've even made a video on my YouTube talking about my whole experience. Yeah. Trying around with this thing we're building with being open.
Do you feel better about it?
I feel very excited for, like, the next few months are going to be it growing and cycling through, but I think in 6 months and then from then on the rest of my life I'll be really happy. But this process was 10 days of like some pain, some itchiness, but not as bad as I feared. And then it's like waiting for hair to grow. So it's kind of like waiting for paint to dry. Like it's not an exciting period after this. Yeah. There's like a 10-day window of big change, and then it's like, and now we wait.
Were you ever made fun of for having a bald spot?
No. I saw in my own lighting the thinness in the front that I didn't like. I saw corners, so I had I didn't realize my barber was doing me a solid. I had like a bit more of a comb over than I realized. Like we moved it and this side was long and this side was short. So he was helping me out. So like I had my corners that I didn't like, but the back of my head I didn't start noticing until like 6 months ago on a carpet. I like leaned forward and I was like, oh wow. But no one else had a problem but me. I'd get the occasional comment of someone like looking to attack me for something, but it felt as random as anything else. Like, oh, Coy's getting fat. Oh, it wasn't. Like, Coy's bald. Oh, you're just looking, you're bored. But like, I was getting bothered by it, so I wanted to do something.
All right.
So yeah, it feels good to like do a thing that I wanted to change. So and that's fitness is next. November, I'm going into like, because I September I got diagnosed with vertigo and I couldn't stand for about a week, and then October I got the transplant, so I couldn't work out a week before, 2 weeks after, so that's 3 weeks. So I'm kind of starting from scratch. Like July I was doing great, and now November I'm gonna really focus on fitness and try to do like a full transformation of like, it'll be so cool to look at 6 months later, my hair fuller, my gains crazy, like the full transformation into like Adonis until I'm old and dead. Yeah. Like this is the last window of like, I'm turning 40 in 3 years. My body's not going to have this much testosterone for long. I'm not going to be... So, like, I've got, like, 13 years. I want to see how much I can get into, like, stupid mode and then let my body deteriorate into death.
You're having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I like this one, though. Like, instead of a Ferrari, thanks, I'm like, become a Ferrari.
If anyone watches the Conan O'Brien podcast, we have a son of Obsessian now.
Yes, right I agree. Great reference.
She doesn't even know who that is.
No, it's a compliment, though.
Yeah.
He's great.
She says she knows who Conan is.
So that's a step.
He's tall.
He's very tall. Very funny.
Tall man.
Your parallel with that was like the most helpful thing I've heard. The Conan O'Brien like use in our conversation like 2 days ago, saying like, Conan O'Brien's his own entity outside of his show. And I was like, that's a really beautiful way to look at, especially with the internet's becoming the democratization of entertainment. I'm
trying to hear that in a way of how no one knows what you're really referring to.
Like the internet being like, I don't think influencers and content creators and like those things are terms of endearment. I think of talk show hosts as a positive thing because we're old heads. Like we're not this generation. Like Gen Z wants to be YouTubers. I hear YouTuber and I'm like, not a fucking YouTuber. And so like, but Conan became his own entity of entertainment using the platform of YouTube. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the goal, not to become like a content creator. Cause I think of like people living in like shared mansions and like making Lamborghini videos with their rentals. Like that's so disgusting.
I think after he got fired from the Tonight Show, he started becoming his own entity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's a bar to set.
That's a crazy bar to set. He was able to do a show just called Conan, and everyone knew who it was.
That's
took back that barbarian name. So here's what we're doing today. First off, let me explain to you guys why we have a Halloween set. It's not because Coy and I are in a big festive mood. It is because next week, Coy, I don't think we should do a live stream next week.
Well, you're telling me this now, Greg.
I feel like what people should get instead is what was recorded yesterday. Tara and Roxy sat down here to do a ranking of the Halloween movies.
Cool.
And they decked it out a little bit more decked out. Was it more decked out than what we see right now? It was more decked out than what you see right now. We left this on the wall. John was with them yesterday, and you guys have been engaging so much with their Halloween videos. And we were like, yeah, let's have them do a pre-tape and go enjoy that. And maybe I'll get my Halloween. That'd be fun. Are you a Halloween guy?
I'm a huge Halloween guy. It's my favorite holiday next to my birthday. Narcissism
Coy's
and dressing as others.
On the calendar says Labor Day, and every calendar has Coy's.
It's crazy.
It's a national holiday.
If I was president, I'd make Trump look like an egoless man. I would make it a national holiday. Schools are off.
Well, what we're going to talk about today, in honor of the Kylo Ren movie being canceled, that's acting like there was something supposed to happen, and we all knew about it. It's a crazy storm that's been happening on X. I still find myself saying X. Whenever I say X, my brain goes, why am I calling it X? Is that what I should just call it now?
Yeah.
Who calls it X? And I feel like when people call it X, sounds disingenuous. So I don't know what I should call it anymore.
Does it feel weird to call it X?
It feels really weird to call it X.
I would call it. I call it
but
Twitter.
Should I conform to
Who are you conforming to? I feel like there's two camps.
the Republican crowd?
I mean, hey, we want a different demographic. Let's grow this audience.
Call it X.
I don't know anyone in life that calls it X, but I also
Neither
don't
do
hate
I.
it. Yeah, so like when you just said it, I had to like.
Yeah. I don't know any Republican or liberal who calls it X.
I like it's Twitter.
Yeah,
but I know I have to type X to get there.
Yeah. Anyway,
on X,
on X, there was this the story that was popping off all over the past week is how Adam Driver was apparently developing a movie with Steven Soderbergh, where it was a whole script they did to continue the Ben Solo story, and apparently Adam Driver said it was one of the best scripts he's ever read, and that they were going to do it, but then they ended up not doing it. And then what also came out is that David Fincher was working on a secret sequel to one of the characters in the new trilogy. And then it spurred this topic that we're doing today, which is the movie sequels that we never got, but perhaps we should have gotten them. And we got quite a few to get through. So I'm curious to see what you guys say in the chat. I would like to know just right now, like, and put it in the chat. What are some of the movies that spring to mind? And yeah, if we get to like the Streamlabs and Super Chats, I wonder what that's going to morph into. Thank you guys for last week. John and I were here for almost 4 hours because we do not end a stream without going through every Streamlab and Super Chat. We always have a goal to end on time. Today is 2:15 p.m. Let's see if we can hit that mark. That all depends on you guys today. So thank you guys so much for contributing. It helps. And if you can't, that's fine. Just stick around. Please leave a like on this video, because one of the bigger parts that we want to grow this into is, of course, with the playbacks, more than just when we are currently live. We like when we're live, and I like that we've been doing different types of topics like this, as opposed to just typical movie news, because it feels more us.
Yeah,
and I feel like even though it might not get as much immediate view count wise, I'm recognizing, all of us are, the amount of people who keep showing up every single week.
Yeah.
That does not go unnoticed, and I'm happier building. It really feels like we're building like a community within the community right now, and it feels really cool to be doing something different. So thank you guys who have been here every single week, or if you're watching this on the playback, leave a comment, leave a like. That'd be amazing. Now, before we go into our big lists, we got a lot of different ones to go through. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, the things that are not any of the big IPs. What are your thoughts on this canceled Kylo Ren movie, Coy?
I'm as devastated by it as I know nothing else about it except for Fincher Star Wars movie, because I'm a big Soderbergh guy. I like his smaller films. I like his giant, like obviously the Oceans trilogy, I think is one of the great trilogies. He's a master of ensemble, and I can't imagine what he could have done with Star Wars. I love his visual aesthetic. I think he does a lot with no budget, which Star Wars kind of needs. I think when Star Wars is thriving, it's got a specific vision. It's really good at low budget, and it's able to use an ensemble. That's Soderbergh. Like, the thing that Soderbergh is what Star Wars is missing. So the idea that it was developed with the actor, the idea that it was a character that we love from the new trilogy, all of that sounds amazing. And then on top of that, we got the Fincher news. So Fincher's my favorite director, comfortably, confidently. What we could have gotten with a character study of anarchy, of anti-war commentary on. I mean, like he's known for his like serial killer stuff a lot of the time. What would a Fincher Star Wars even look like? The fact that we know so little just has my brain like, what is that version of? Because there's always a tone, even in stuff like Mank. There's some DNA of Fincher that shines through in a different way than his through line of like Seven and Mindhunter and all those things. So it's such a multiversal what if. I would love to know what Fincher's anything would have been in the world of Star Wars, because I can't even get to like step B. I'm trapped at A. Like what, how, what? So Soderbergh sounds good because I can see it. Fincher sounds amazing because I have no idea what it would have been.
Well, with the Ben Solo one, here are some details that I wrote down. It would have been a character-driven sequel exploring the redemption and return of Ben Solo after his supposed death and the rise of Skywalker. It would have examined unresolved spiritual and metaphysical elements of the Force, including how a redeemed Force user deals with the aftermath of genocide, war, and sacrifice.
I mean, this is a very
Tone was said to be intimate, philosophical, and auteur-driven, reflecting Soderbergh's filmmaking style. And the movie would likely have explored whether Ben Solo survived, returned through the Force, or existed in a liminal state between life and death. Possible inclusion of Rey.
It's not that weird. That was genuinely.
And apparently, Disney executives shut it down because they could not see how Ben Solo could still be alive in Star Wars. In the world of Star Wars, they could not see how Ben Solo.
Somehow Palpatine returned was enough. But those words was enough for them.
They couldn't see how this was possible.
Wow.
And it's so weird because in a day and age where franchises are known for when the hell do characters ever really die?
Yeah.
They couldn't see this. And I do feel like they missed out on something because I feel like out of any of the new characters that popped up in the trilogy, almost unanimously, Adam Driver as an addition was one of the most beloved. I feel like in the new era, it was Grogu, or let's call it what people really call him, Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, The Mandalorian, and Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. Those were the three right there. So this to me is a big missed opportunity to actually do something very different.
It also sounds like the plot addresses their problem. What you
like the
just
whole thing
described is about like, how would he return? Does he? Like, it's a conversation. It's a narrative about that exact premise.
Yeah. And it's a bummer because this doesn't seem like it was. It seems like they were just trying to distance themselves from the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
At this point, because the sequel trilogy was not well received, and then Rise of Skywalker was so not well received that I think that's why it was ultimately shut down. But there's a campaign going for it right now. It seems like it's starting to become some Snyder cut type of deal where they fly a plane or something like that?
I mean, Mandalorian and Grogu is the only Star Wars thing that is based off any of that. So if there could be anything to grow that universe, I think it's smart, and it could be reasonably budgeted.
And Adam Driver is a much bigger name now.
Yeah.
He's much more respected.
Yeah.
Star Wars kind of needs something they could have in a tour-driven direction.
Right.
The fans are being outspoken, saying they actually want this.
We're talking about it. How often do we talk about Star Wars? Like, how often are we excited?
And Adam Driver himself is putting it out there that he
Soderbergh
really
did
wants it
too.
done. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is way more likely than whatever Fincher has up his sleeve. Because Fincher, I believe Fincher wanted Final Cut. There's not a chance in hell Fincher's going to come out. There's no way Fincher will get Final Cut. I don't. That's almost like Tarantino wanting to do a Star Trek movie. I'm like, that's not going to happen.
What's crazy to me is that Fincher getting Final Cut is as impossible as it is because the IP. But what Fincher's doing now, like a straight to Netflix movie, is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like where Fincher went from making, these giant profit driven movies, like his movies are made. Fight Club didn't make a lot of money, but his smaller budget films still make money because he's got a built-in audience. I can't imagine what his Star Wars would look like. I think that built-in audience would go with it, but there's no reality where Disney wouldn't own so much of it. I feel like he'd be shackled like he was with Alien 3. Like Alien 3 wasn't a Fincher movie. It was a studio movie.
Yeah.
What would it even look like to have Fincher working for Disney? I can't even picture it. But instead, the cost is a straight-to-Netflix movie. I hate that the cost of creative freedom is Netflix gets it. Like, that's such a shame. The idea that we're getting a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel written by one of the great writers, directed by one of the great directors, and it'll get like a limited release. Like, that's insane to me. What cost art?
What if Disney actually started doing that, though, with some of these? Let's say they actually greenlit this Kylo Ren movie. What if they decided that it's going to be a Disney Plus movie, but it will get a limited theatrical window for 2 to 3 weeks?
I mean, I'd show up. It wouldn't make any money, but I'd be there.
You don't think it would make money? I feel like that's how you get your money from the diehards in the theaters.
How many I mean, what's Disney cost now?
Disney Plus
Yeah.
subscription? I don't know. I'm scared to look.
Yeah,
I
that's
can use
fair.
rocketmoney.com. and decide
Check your
what- yeah.
apps. Like $10, $12,
I don't know. $15? $20 a month?
that much divided
Yeah.
by like a family of 5. There's no way that $4 is going to add up times even like 1 million people watch. It's just not profitable.
Well, I think
A $200 million movie.
I feel like Mandalorian and Grogu might be the ultimate test. In a
does
way,
not bode well.
Because that's supposed to be a fully theatrical window.
Right.
But that first trailer did not make a strong impression with almost anyone.
But look at F1. That's an Apple-made movie that they're holding off for 11 or 8 months on going to Apple Plus, and it's one of the #1 movies in box office worldwide.
yeah.
Like theatrical is still the way to make money, but make your movie good.
Yes. And we are also in a day and age, too, when it comes to intellectual properties where they do look a little bit more past theatrical release when it comes to profit. now.
Sure.
And that's something I think we constantly forget to
Look at
actually
Superman.
discuss.
Number
Superman.
2 on Nielsen ratings this week.
Yeah. I
And
think
it's
that's-
been out forever.
That's kind of like that with almost every property, though.
Yeah.
Is they look at, the merch, the digital sales, the
I'm saying
Blu-ray
streaming
sales.
first is a problem.
Yeah, of course it is.
So, like, if you're going to do a Soderbergh film, I think 3-month theatrical and then do your back end on your apps. But, like, we still need movies in theaters if you're going to make money. Streaming is cancer.
I feel like Disney would be fools not to try this again because we've had a couple of announcements of Star Wars movies. We have the Rey movie that's supposed to happen, the James Mangold movie that's supposed to happen. We have the Sean Levy, Ryan Gosling movie coming out. It's been a long time since I've seen the fan base get this excited.
Yeah, I agree.
Where, whoa, there's this kind of something feels unanimous
Yeah.
about the enthusiasm for actually wanting this out of something of the new era. This is something they should really reconsider. But what do you guys think? It's kind of how are you feeling about the pacing today?
I think we're trying to get to our main story, but the main story is another story.
Yeah, I'm in kind of in a funky headspace for like 2 straight days.
I think I'm definitely navigating like the recalibration of like I'm really excited for this show, but I also know like we've got a ton of other filming to do, so it weighing on me that like conserve some energy, but also this.
I feel like every hour for the past 2 days I'm being pulled in a different direction to take some serious consideration of a decision to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and it was like happening like before we went live too, like 10 minutes before. I had to switch over to that other office for a second, and then I got back here. I'm like, oh yeah, let's focus on this right now.
So yeah, same page.
Yeah, a little bit head funky, and then I felt like we had to just acknowledge it. I feel like I'm feeling this, so you might be feeling it a little bit too. So if we just acknowledge it, then we can finally move the fuck past
The
it.
disjointedness
now we
is
can just
here.
enjoy it instead of trying to like bury it and let it just slowly take over. So here we are, Coy.
Yes,
Why don't we get to the main stories that we actually want to do, the real topic that we want to get to?
because this was fun as fuck to research.
This was a really fun. I got very excited to actually do this. Honestly, like
I think it's also part of it. I'm like, get to the thing.
I'm excited for video chapters because people could skip past all the Kylo Ren shit.
Yeah,
Which I feel like was a reasonably all right discussion, but here's where I think the fun really cooks. I'll let you go first, man. So I wrote down a bunch of movies. You wrote down a bunch of movies, and we'll see where we are within 45 minutes.
yes, because it's gonna be a journey.
So let's get through the main ones we want to go through.
Okay.
And see what we have left. Let's go
Because
through
we
the
both
big
have
ones.
like 25.
Yeah.
Like I think we're both
definitely
over.
have 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my second one first. I'm sorry, John. I know you pulled graphics, but if you can go to my second one, I want to talk about Batman versus Superman. That's right. The
What are
movie
you talking about?
that didn't get made before. BVS! Batman vs. Superman starring Jude Law as Superman and Colin Farrell as Batman.
The hell is this?
We had a Wolfgang Peterson directed Batman vs. Superman way back in the day before BVS was even an idea. And they were going to do like a giant historical epic. The guy that made Das Boot, the guy that made Troy, the guy that made Neverending Story, like Wolfgang Peterson doing a Colin Farrell Batman.
A lot of people prefer
doing
a lot of
a
people's, like,
Jude Law with
Spider-Man's
most
Tobey
of his
Maguire,
hair,
but
Superman.
from Andrew Garfield
This would have
and Tom
been,
Holland,
I
they
think,
both have
a
been
very
ones
different
who
era
grew
of
up on
superhero
Spider-Man,
content in
loved
general because
Spider-Man,
this would have been
seemed to
so big,
wanna just do
it
their
would have
best
either
to honor
ushered in an
Spider-Man.
early
There's
DC
a lot
in
more
a very different
parameters
way.
that
It
Tom
might have
Holland's
changed
had
what
to work
Marvel
with.
became.
Yeah.
This is
But
such
I
a
do think
crazy
this will
idea
probably-
because I can't
it's
imagine
weird that you don't
society
really know
and
what
pop
it's
culture
about.
today
We
being the
don't
same
know-
if
we
this
haven't
had
even seen a
existed. This might be the
trailer.
biggest
And
like
it could seem like the
alongside
most
George Miller's Justice
early
League. Oh my God,
praiseworthy,
everything's different.
hyperbolic
But I feel
shit
like
one
people
could
know
say,
about George Miller's Justice
but
League.
based
No
off
one
of
realizes
the
how
fact
close
that
this
Daniel
was
Distin
to
credit,
be.
what we've
They
seen
were
from the side
cast.
photos with
So this
Tom
wasn't a
Holland,
sequel?
exactly
No.
what Alex is pointing
It was
out.
it was
Colin
Colin
You're
Farrell's
defying
Batman.
the main topic at hand.
I
very
didn't
well
know the word
could
sequel
be
was
the-
so integral to this
Oh, it
journey.
is when we're starting this off.
Well, I messed up the top.
Oh, great. Well,
It's a
we got to
sequel
re-edit
to
this
my
then.
dreams.
It's a sequel to My Dreams.
Dude, Batman
Wait a
Colin
minute,
Farrell.
though. Let's just pause for a second. If they did this first, though, without any prior movie, that would have been freaking weird.
Unlike doing it as the first new Batman.
I think it makes more sense to do a Batman v Superman following Man of Steel than it does to just spring us into a Batman versus Superman.
I think it would be easier to digest a launch in knowing neither of them than half know one of them.
Really?
Yeah, because then it's more like Guardians or more like a team movie. You're on equal footing versus like, why is our Superman sequel a Batman movie?
Don't you think we would have been lodged very similar complaints, though?
Oh, 100%. I don't even say it would have been good. I think it would have been different. I think it would have been epic.
So you would have been fascinated by it.
I think DC is much more like gods and deities than Marvel, and I think Zack Snyder gets that. And I love the Snyder Cut, and I'm really excited to like look at that world with a little distance. That said, there is a certain amount of the 2006, 2008 of it all that Snyder had to contend with that Wolfgang Peterson wouldn't have had to. I think Snyder had a really
Sure.
hard thing where it was like, in a greedy post-Nolan world, gods, like what the hell? Whereas Wolfgang Peterson would have made like Troy
Yeah.
with gods. And the deity nature and the archetypal characters that is DC, I cannot imagine. And you getting to launch that with characters in equal footing is way easier than in a post Batman Begins world, here's a dark and gritty Superman and then a new Batman. Snyder never had a chance to establish his own complete thing. Whereas Wolfgang Peterson, what would that have been, dude?
It's fair.
So, like, I would argue it could have been a more confident film and a more comfortable film, launching them both together.
That would have been an interesting movie.
And Jude Law, Colin Farrell, that's crazy.
Have they not done something together?
No. And also, the journey that Colin Farrell's been on to get to Penguin involved being cast as Batman at some
Do you
point.
think Jude Law would have been a good Superman?
I think it would have had to bulk up a lot. And I think it would have played a lot more like Brandon Routh's. I think it would have been a very like ethereal, like soft-spoken, pondersome.
Huh.
And then I can totally see Colin Farrell's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Like that
that's
one's
all right.
easy. That's plug and play. And he's got that like darkness to him. And that was in his bad boy era.
It's weird with Superman, how Superman feels like that's a much easier. Like when you find a Superman, you're like, okay, yeah, that guy fits Superman. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right.
But there's not as many who can do it, I feel.
Yeah.
Yet Batman's a more complex character, and I feel like more people can do Batman.
I think there's more ways to play Batman than to play Superman.
That's why, yeah.
And I think that's been the problem with Superman.
Yeah.
But like Wolfgang Peterson passed 3 years ago. I was a fan of his
I don't
work.
recall that.
It would have been cool to see him get his like time in that weird sandbox.
Yeah.
So that's my big one.
Well, then I will keep on the DC mark. I'm not going to go in any real order then of these. But I'll go with like the 10 that I really would like to talk about, which would be The Man of Steel Part 2 then.
Okay.
Because A, that's a sequel. That's the topic. We have done the topic.
I didn't realize it was
Man of Steel 2. So I didn't actually know much about what the planned plot was for this. So I copied and pasted it down. Brainiac was going to be in it. And one of the main plot ones that was going around was that Brainiac would be targeting Earth as a specimen world, potentially shrinking the city and exposing Clark's crisis of identity. And Lex was going to be in
I'd say
there
like
to
5 years
manipulate
ago and
fear
earlier,
and
yeah.
geopolitics.
doesn't
Supergirl's
really
introduction would have been in
seem
there
to-
to expand the
we're
Kryptonian
interested.
legacy
I'm
and complicates
for the
like
movie,
public
but
sentiment
I don't feel
and
like
the
this is creating
Nintendo
the level
tonal
of hype
correction that everyone was
conversation
talking
that it
about.
would have.
You know,
Yeah,
a clear
that's kind of the
articulation of
detachment
Superman's
part that I'm
hopeful
feeling.
I think,
ethos
the
before
hype
the
culture
cosmic
has shifted,
escalation.
and it is.
Did
it's
you
hard
actually
because I
want
have
this Man of
talked
Steel
about how
too?
superhero. I don't
Christopher
think the
McQuarrie,
superhero
I
bubble
think,
had
was
burst to this
attached.
scale.
Christopher
Other people
McQuarrie and
have.
Matthew Vaughn were the
I
two
think
top
the
contenders.
movie culture hype
I
machine bubble
love
has
the
shifted.
idea
Yeah.
of
Look at the entire
Henry
box
Cavill
office
getting
being
his
lower.
time
Look at the
to
entirety
be
of
the
conversation
character
around
beyond
movies
a Black Adam post-credit scene. Sure, like I would have loved to have seen a full movie where that arc got to play. I do think we rushed into BVS and definitely rushed into Justice League.
Yeah.
I definitely think Henry Cavill did not get his due. And what I just said about Zack Snyder, I think kind of applies to this too. I think I would have preferred something in between Man of Steel and BVS, or even Man of Steel and not BVS before Justice League so that something like this could build Superman out.
Yeah.
Because it really is like Man of Steel. He fights Batman. He dies. That's a weird arc. And I would have loved to see him grow before he dies.
Well, this feels like an unresolved. It feels like we don't get closure, though.
Right.
And I feel like there'll always be a sentiment that's a big what could have been. A lot of these are a what could have been potentiality. And specifically with Henry Cavill, due to the setup, due to the public announcements of him coming back, due to him being our brand new Superman, it stings worse than Brandon Routh only going to be a one-off. Yeah. Because it was clearly building up to something. Henry Cavill was very vocal. This sounds like this would have been more of the traditional sense. Like I've said it many times, James Gunn's Superman is my favorite Superman adaptation. There is that part of my brain that does gnaw, though, of going, I will always feel bad for Henry Cavill, and I wanted this a little bit more than I would say I wanted the completion of Justice League 2 and 3.
I could see that. And I feel like that with Andrew Garfield, and I feel like I got a little bit of that with No Way Home, but I'd love to see like a Kingdom Come years later with Henry Cavill getting to be Superman.
And I've said many times here that Zack Snyder would make an amazing Kingdom Come movie.
And that's how I think we get Henry Cavill to have his due.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be amazing. But
would you be able to accept a Kingdom Come Elseworlds movie down the road as opposed to letting David Cornsweet arc over the years, almost like a Hugh Jackman Wolverine, into, you know...
I think in Elseworld, especially with how DC is built with Earth 2s and all the setup, it would be a lot easier to do it there than what Wolverine's gone through. Mm-hmm. Like, Wolverine's died and come back and had Logan's, whereas, like, you could very easily do a Kingdom Come movie and have way more flexibility to adapt it more directly than try to, like, tie your continuity to get there. And it's going to be, like, 20 years until it makes sense for... Cornsweet's young. He's in his 20s or early 30s. Well, Cavill can do it in, like... 15 years.
Well, the Kingdom Come comic, even though this is not the Man of Steel 2 conversation, the Kingdom Come comic, when I went into that, I didn't actually, it's not the way I felt with Avengers Secret Wars, where I had to slow down and go, wait a minute, I feel like, I thought I could just hop into Secret Wars and it could be no problem. And apparently some people have, and I don't know, you guys are fucking amazing human beings because I was not able to do that. It was very, very confusing for me. Kingdom Come, on the other hand, I did not get that feeling. Even
very approachable.
Yeah, and it takes place like where Superman is much older. He's retired. We got a new era of metahumans, and they're kind of doing things in a way that Superman does not really agree with. You got a very aged-old Bruce Wayne Batman, and the art style is absolutely beautiful, but the story is something that I do feel speaks more to Zack Snyder's sensibilities. So I would meet you on... That is one where you could do an Elseworlds, because I genuinely feel like you don't need to read other comics and actually to understand this rather epic crossover.
That feels
of
like another
characters.
Earth. It doesn't arguably have to tie into anything.
Yeah.
And that is why I think it would be better to almost bring back Cavill than have David Cornsweet like leading that way or whatever. Like, I don't want it to be a trajectory because now they have all the freedom. I think the benefit of DC right now is the openness. I wouldn't want that to be an end goal. Whereas if you had Cavill come back in 15 years, that would be amazing. Like, boop.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, we go to see Ben Affleck back, and that'd be the right age.
All right, so what else you got on this list?
Next up, I'm going to stick with Justice League then and do the Justice League Mortal that I talked about a second ago. I feel like that's something you and I have both talked about. I feel like we don't have a lot of crossover in our 10, and that's what's great about having like 25, but George Miller's Justice League Mortal is something that I've thought about, I'd say like every few months for years.
Okay.
I think the casting was fascinating. I think George Miller as a director is one of those people that... People don't realize what he's accomplished. Like, he made the tiniest little low-budget Australian crazy on the side of the road movie into a franchise that arguably has the best action installment of all time, I think, with Mad Max Fury Road. I think Mad Max Fury Road is one of the greatest action movies of all time.
And I prefer Furiosa too. I love Mad Max Fury Road, but I feel like he even got better. That's not a popular opinion. But
I love Furiosa. I don't think it is as good as Fury Road personally. But the fact that he made both of those in his like 70s and 80s, what this man could have done with something like Justice League. You look at our conversation with Zack Snyder's gods and deities and all those things, and then you zoom out to like world building and Furiosa and Fury Road and all of that. What you can do with IP in that world, I think having what's his name, Adrian Brody in there, having Armie Hammer. The casting, all of it was like so out of left field.
Let me break down some of
Please.
this information then, because that's what I was typing in as I was here. Here's the cast that they had in mind. That actually, this was the confirmed cast.
They were cast.
This wasn't
table
just the
reads.
cast they had in mind or discussion.
There's
They were
wardrobe.
actually going to make this movie. It is wild how far along they got. DJ Catrona, who I only know from the From Dusk Till Dawn show.
I don't know him except his look. I can picture him.
He was who George Clooney played in the movie.
Okay.
That's who he played in the show. And Batman was going to be Armie Hammer. That would have aged well. Wonder Woman is going to be in it. Megan Gale. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, she's beautiful. I don't know her though.
The Flash was going to be Wally West version, Adam Brody. This one's crazy. I'm actually learning this in real time. Green Lantern was going to be Jon Stewart and was going to be played by Common, who was an underrated actor.
He really is.
Martian Manhunter would be in there. Hugh Keys Burns.
Who is Morton Joe?
Ah, gotcha. And Aquaman was going to be played by Santiago Cabrera. And then other characters were going to be Talia al Ghul, Teresa Palmer, Maxwell Lord, Jay Baruchel, Iris Allen, Zoe Kazan. And the Wonder Twins are going to be in there. Didn't have confirmed casting. Wally West Kid was going to be in there. And yeah, do you know what the plot of this movie is?
Nope. I know that Jay Baruchel has done occasional interviews and mentioned it, but everything is very under wraps. There is a shot of the wardrobe test. There's a picture of them in costume. And that's like the closest we've gotten to any sort of look. And that was, we debuted that image on Collider Heroes back when I started my career way back in the day. Mm-hmm. So like this has been something I've thought about all the time. And I love the director. So this is something I wish we could see.
Yeah, let me look at what the plot of this movie is. This sounds so interesting to me. I could stay forever on this one movie with you.
It's fascinating.
It's fascinating because it wasn't just a speculation.
It was being made. This was happening.
Okay. So I got a small little breakdown here. Justice League Mortal begins with the superhero team already formed, including Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter. Privately, Batman has created a satellite system called Brother Eye. That sounds like a very generic satellite system that watches over everything, and a set of contingency plans to neutralize each member of the League should any of them turn rogue. Damn, Batman.
Always.
These files are stolen by Maxwell Lord and Talia al Ghul, who used them to launch a coordinated assault against the League. Each hero is attacked using Batman's own designed weaknesses. Oh, whoa, talking about a backfire. Superman is mind controlled into attacking his teammates. Aquaman is instilled with fear of water. That's hilarious. Martian Manhunter is set ablaze. Flash is forced into a fatal speed loop. Oh, God. Yeah, that's every time I hear about the Flash is stuck on some like treadmill or in some forever loop. And Green Lantern is psychologically broken. That's weak.
Yellow.
Superman is like mind controlled and attacking teammates. Aquaman's afraid of water, and everyone has like specific fears. And Green Lantern's just psychologically broken.
His willpower's broken. Okay, he's crying in the corner.
And Wonder Woman becomes trapped in an endless hallucination of combat. So Maxwell Lordy activates the Brother Eye satellite, turning civilians into OMAC drones. I don't know what that is. Programmed to eradicate all metahumans. Wonder Woman. Okay, we could just stop there. There's like a whole big plot breakdown.
That's amazing.
But this sounds like a wild movie.
Dude, right? And George Miller.
That sounds insane.
I've never heard that breakdown. That's fantastic. And George Miller. Like, this sounds so good.
I love how it's a plan that backfired because Batman is constantly creating contingency plans.
So Armie Hammer's the villain. Yeah.
But Batman's constantly like, he's often the leader of the Justice League.
And this is a problem there. No, he doesn't trust anyone. They don't trust him because of it.
And I love that they called it Justice League Mortal because it highlights everyone's weaknesses, making them mortal.
And he's the mortal of them.
Yeah,
like Batman is the mortal.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know any of this until right now.
I think
that was pretty cool.
I want it so bad. It'll never happen.
That would have been a cool movie.
What a special thing. As soon as we started talking about this, I was like immediately Justice League Mortal.
But then it runs. Oh, well, weirdly, because of how the plot is, I could see because while all things considered, Zack Snyder's Justice League works pretty well with only having 2 movies prior to it.
Yeah.
And with the way they're setting up with exploring their weaknesses, it sounds like it would have benefited, of course, from having prior movies.
Yeah.
This is a pretty sweet plot.
Pretty cool, man.
It's a pretty cool
Because
plot.
in what, 5 sentences, you understand it.
Yeah.
Like in 5 sentences, you're like, Batman messed up, and here's the Justice League.
Because everyone knows it's easy to
Female
communicate what
fan
a character's strengths are,
casting Neill
but if you
Crone as
kick it off with their weaknesses as
If
part
they're
of the big act
gods
too,
and you make their
Want
weaknesses
Brainiac
the movie,
Yeah.
fascinating.
they're gods, you make them mortal through
Yeah.
their weaknesses. That's a pretty cool idea. That would have
So-
been a good movie.
I wish.
Damn, that's a bummer.
What's your next one?
Yeah, this video sucks.
I hate
It's
it.
just gonna make me sad.
Yeah, we're just gonna rue the day all of these didn't happen.
I'm gonna go with one that's near and dear to my heart then, and I'm so surprised that this never happened. And I found a fan-made poster of this. I sent it to John to use. Kill Bill Volume 3. This is a pretty obvious one. All right, if you guys have seen Kill Bill 1 and 2, I don't need the notes here. If you said Kill Bill 1 and 2, in the beginning of the movie, Uma Thurman kills Vivica A. Fox, and the daughter is there. And there's a couple and it sets up a clear sequel there of she tells her, when you're older, come find me, essentially. How cool would it have been to do some type of sequel way down the road?
Yeah.
Aged Uma Thurman. Who did Boyhood? Who was that guy?
Richard Linklater.
Yeah, it would have been like a Quentin Tarantino's Richard Linklater
Ethan
sequel.
Hawke's wife, Uma Thurman.
How cool would that have been? Oh man, that's awkward. And someone was saying, oh, you could have gotten Maya Hawke to play the older
100%.
daughter, and someone
Who looks so much like her mom.
someone did a poster that had Zendaya as the daughter of Vivica A. Fox grown up of
That's
Revenge.
fun.
And I saw the image, I was like, shit, that would have really worked. And the sad part is, I feel like there's still an opportunity for Tarantino to do this.
He just only wants to make 10 movies. That's why I think this didn't happen, was Tarantino's 10 movie thing.
But he can. My feeling is Kill Bill 1 and 2 in his mind, and the way I feel like he's really trying to communicate to his audience, especially with having the re-release coming out in
As
December.
one movie.
He wants it to be communicated. Those are not 2 movies. That's a one film.
Yeah.
So he's made 9 movies, right? Because if you count 1 and 2, he's made 10 movies. But he's made 9 movies then.
Yeah.
This would
Say
be
that
his,
this is one movie too.
if-
Fold it in 20 years later.
But if he made Kill Bill 3, it would be the first sequel he ever made.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be so cool for Tarantino to go out on a note of his one and only sequel and to show
Legacy.
how to do a sequel.
I know that's why he didn't want to do Once Upon a Time, the sequel. But I do think it'd be great because that's such not early in his career, but like midpoint in his career, like to bookend it, that'd be special.
Yeah,
I mean, I see it.
that's the one I really want.
All right.
Yeah. What else you got, Coy?
I got a third movie. I'll go with my third movie out of 2 trilogies, though.
Okay.
Before Men in Black 3,
Oh yeah. When you sent me the notes, I was like, oh, I can't believe I forgot about this.
Men in Black and 21 Jump
Yeah.
Street almost came together with Men in Black 23,
Yeah.
which would have combined 21 Jump Street with the world of Men in Black. Lord and Miller wanted to do it. Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill wanted to do it. I think it would have a much better sequel than Men in Black 3. I have no problem with Men in Black 3, but I don't think of it. Like, it's not like near and dear. And I love Josh Brolin, but like, I don't think of that movie. What we could have had with a crossover like this between 2 action comedy series that are both really metamodernistic, both irreverent, both in weird tones, kind of perfect for each other. And I would have loved those 2 duos. Like J&K and Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill somehow teaming up against aliens. Lord and Miller being involved means the writing must have been good and they would have had a plausible reason to make all this work. It would have revived both franchises in a fun way. I think it could have made a ton of very interesting money. And I think it would have set the kind of precedent of like old TGI Friday crossover TV shows could have become movies.
Yeah.
Like I loved when their Boy Meets World cast would like meet other casts and I'd be like, whoa, a crossover. I would have loved if action comedy started doing that. And this would have been that kickoff, I think.
Channing Tatum said recently that he doesn't feel like it would happen because they're too old. But I'm
Because
like,
the producer. There's a producer, Neill H. Moritz. I think he called out by name. And he said that the front end costs because of certain producers, and he called one out, are too heavy on the front end. So the budget's inflated because of producers, not even the actors. The producers are asking for too much money.
oh, I heard. I didn't even hear the producer part. I heard it was I heard Channing Tatum talk about the age thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I heard him talk about it. I don't know if I'm making that up now.
I know we talked about the producer because I was like, damn, he's calling out names.
Yeah. Someone fact check me on that.
Channing Tatum
Did
talking.
Channing Tatum talk about age at all with this or something? Well, I
Because
think
I think that's an ageless role. That's the point.
I think his role is an ageless role, and with the way someone just brought up to me like 20 minutes before we went live about I Am Legend 2.
Yeah. I
Which
keep forgetting
and
about
they're
that.
like, oh, but I feel like that movie's going to talk about these deep things. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just another Will Smith movie of him going, please like me. You know, that's what a lot of his career is now. Please like me again for the things I used to be known for. Before I was known for slapping a guy. Here's what you loved me
Remember
for.
why you love me.
Yeah, please. It's a real desperate.
Here's Michael B. Jordan.
and I think 21 Jump Street MIB crossover could lean into the fact of how much older all of them are. And both Will Smith still has a pretty strong fan base. Like, yes, he has a negative slant used against him, but he's still pretty famous and he's still got a lot of followers. Jonah Hill, on the other hand, he's kind of vanished for a lot of reasons. I think, would you be willing, as an audience member, do you care enough about that private stuff to be like, I don't know if you should do this? I honestly don't even remember the details of that private stuff.
I think he's the only member of the Get Him to the Greek cast that could come back.
Yeah.
Everyone else did way worse stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of bad people.
Get Him to the Greek's kind of like the worst. Like that poster is like cursed.
Yeah.
In a movie about doing drugs and making bad decisions. Boy, did that cast do some drugs and make bad decisions.
P. Diddy was funny in that movie, though.
You know, he was.
I want to. He did say that. Chanting did say it. Right, so
The
I wasn't
age thing
wrong.
was a factor.
Yeah.
And what was the producer quote, if you have that as well? So sorry.
was very specific in my Google.
You were laser focused. But I know he called it a producer. I think
and P. Diddy talked about Kukuru chicken.
that was it. That was a problem. But Jonah Hill, if I remember correctly, it was like he was verbally abusive and, you know, some of the other things that like that's different than other things people have done in that cast. So
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Jonah Hill being like reprehensible. So
He's just reprehensible to someone he dated. That's none of our business.
I'm not condoning it.
Give me my 21 Jump Street crossover.
I'm
movie.
not condoning it, but I don't know anything. I don't personally know anything bad enough that I wouldn't be excited. And I think that people need to be able to grow.
I think as long as I don't look it up, I
then
can
hey,
accept it.
plausible deniability. I wasn't in the room, and I do know that I think he's funny. I don't know what he's done. I know he yelled at a surf instructor or something.
I was watching Baby Driver, and I said out loud, like, "What happened to this guy?" and then minutes later, I was going, "Oh wait, wasn't he canceled? Why was he
It
canceled?"
was like DMing teenagers. I think.
We're at that point now with people where I go, "Why were they canceled again?" I remember it being so bad when it first popped off, but now I can't recall for the life of me.
Ansel
Why
Elgort?
yeah, I don't
He
remember.
was DMing teenagers.
Was he?
Yeah.
What it was, I thought it was like he was being really controlling and possessive with the girl he was dating.
No, that was Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill was controlling him. But no, Ansel Elgort was only talking to young girls. So we should do Baby Driver 2 is what I'm trying to say. Because he likes to talk to babies.
Oh, you're right. That's
There is some alleged assault in there.
Is Jonah
what?
or Ansel Elgort?
Ansel or
Ansel
Jonah?
Elgort.
Okay, but Jonah Hill was
He
just the
denies this.
controlling.
It is alleged. As far as I know, yeah. Jonah
Okay.
Hill was
Who's
just
alleged?
like, why you hang? Allegedly, Ansel Elgort is involved in some assault situation.
Oh, gosh. So we can't do Baby Driver 2?
I
More
believe-
babies? Baby
Two
harder?
baby, two driver.
Look who's Baby Driver now,
Yeah.
as opposed to Kevin
I
Spacey,
think-
who's working all the
Driving
time.
babies. Driving.
That's another.
I think Jonah Hill was just like, why you gotta be out in a bikini with other hot,
He was like mad at the
muscle
surf
guys
instructor.
beach.
Yeah. Which to me is like you can apologize and like that's a move forward from take some anger management. That's not like the other members of the Get Him to the Greek cast.
Alex's husband
It's not
talks that way to
wrestling.
him all the time.
Yeah.
And Alex isn't Peter always just like, stop dressing like that, you whore?
Yeah.
You don't even know
she
who
said
Nirvana
yeah.
is.
Yeah. See?
Like you don't know Nirvana
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
He said your sleeves are too short.
And we were like, man, we got to deal with this
And
guy.
I agreed.
Yeah.
You're dressing inappropriately today.
This is an HR write-up. we're gonna get
Alex is our HR.
We're gonna get you
Write
on
yourself
your ass.
up, Alex.
Example.
Take a look in the mirror.
Why do you think we
and
hired
write
her to
it
be
in
our
the
HR?
mirror.
We're
I
doing.
was also wondering if you two coordinated outfits.
We
No.
did it, but it looks great. The white
No.
trim and the white text looks fantastic.
Alex brought us blow. We're gonna do it later. So my next
Speaking
on
of
the
Get Him
list.
to the Greek,
Yeah.
Jesus.
What if that becomes our entire list? Oh, they can't do this because they were canceled. Shit.
That is plausible.
Damn, there's too many people on our list. That's why I can't do George Miller's Batman. It's fucking Armie Hammer wanted to eat people.
That would have been such great foreshadowing for Batman.
All right, here's a fun one. I'm going to do this one just for John. There was an idea to take a bunch of horror movie characters and have them verse each other one day.
Oh.
We had it once with Freddy versus Jason. But did you know, and I think they made a comic of this, they were actually going to make this a movie. And to this day, I still want this. I'm not even the biggest Freddy or Jason fan.
Yeah.
But I still want this because I'm a big fan of the one that I want them to include.
Okay.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Cool.
You know, even with old man Bruce Campbell, you know you can make that movie.
100%.
And you don't need to justify a bunch of stupid ensemble characters in order to have these two fight each other. Ash is your main human who's caught in the middle of this. I don't know what the plot. What would the plot of this have been? Direct follow up to, because I actually like copied and pasted a bunch of plots, but there's some I intentionally didn't read because I wanted to discover them on air with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, have you seen the Evil Dead movies, the originals?
No.
You haven't seen the original Evil Dead movies? Oh my God, those are so fun. Well, this is going to mean nothing to you. Freddy seeks the Necronomicon. That's a book that can help bring people back from the dead.
Okay.
To regain power in the waking world, Jason becomes his blunt instrument. And Ash Williams, boomstick, which is his shotgun, and chainsaw, he has a hand that he replaced with a chainsaw, is pulled in to stop the nightmare from bleeding fully into reality. This would have been the sickest freaking movie ever.
Dope.
So right now, what they have going on with Evil Dead, okay, I'm going to try to explain this to you as a person.
I've seen the new Evil Dead with Lupucci.
Lapucci?
Lupucci?
Lou Taylor.
Lou Taylor Pucci.
From 2013. That's not the
Lou
newest
Pucci.
Evil Dead.
Oh.
Oh, I've
He's
seen
really
that
good
one.
in that, though.
Okay. There's several timelines going on. There's the original Sam Raimi line, the trilogy that starred Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
Then they remade it with Lapucci.
Lapucci.
And then they continued the Sam Raimi stories in Ash vs. Evil Dead, the Stars television show.
Okay.
That got canceled after 3 seasons.
Okay.
And then there's continuing the Evil Dead movies, but they're doing like one-offs.
The originals.
No, new ones.
They're
So
good- okay.
like the one you saw
Yeah.
is a one-off.
Got it.
And then they did another one-off, Evil Dead Rise.
Okay.
And now they're doing another one, Evil Dead Burn, which they're keeping that plot under wraps. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to be tying it into a big multiversal thing.
Sure.
That'd be sick.
That sounds dope.
I feel like this is the thing they should do.
That's fun.
This would 100% revitalize the franchise in a way. And I feel like it would get you interested in watching these movies.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can revive a franchise with an inventive sequel, I think that's great. A lot of people are like, everything's a remake or a sequel. I'm like, yeah, but sometimes it leads to people discovering the originals. And this sounds like it could do that.
Well, Freddy vs. Jason's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting in the way how Alien vs. Predator is exciting because they weren't established to be within the same world.
And then they wrote it in a way that was fun and exciting and novel.
Yeah. Like the comics were doing that with Alien and Predator for a while.
Men in Black, 21 Jump Street. Like a novel way to bridge worlds.
Exactly. That's another one. And Freddy versus Jason, that was part of the excitement of like, oh, we always dreamed of what if with these two going toe to toe.
Yeah.
What if they actually did it? And then you throw Ash into the mix. This would, to me, is so much more exciting than like throwing Michael Myers in there or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a lot of fun.
This would be a blast of a film. I really hope I hope they somehow consider this. I don't even know who makes all these movies, but that would be my dream. Actually, out of all these, this would probably be the one I would be the most giddy about seeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I got one that is on probably my top 3, and this is the least IP-driven one.
Okay.
And it also involves certain undead characters and also crossovers you wouldn't imagine.
Okay.
Gladiator 2, Christ Killer.
What?
That's right. Nick Cave wrote a sequel to Gladiator starring Russell Crowe,
Who's Nick Cave?
the musical artist. John knows who Nick Cave is.
You've heard Red Right Hand like a million times in movies. You just don't know it.
Is he canceled?
He's not canceled.
No,
Okay.
He's much beloved.
he got sober and he wrote this script.
He's like Tom
boring.
Waits, but different.
No, sobriety suits him because he sounds more like drugs now. Okay, so Gladiator 2 sends Maximus back to Rome as an undead warrior and ultimately ends with a century-spanning war montage in which Crowe fights his way through the Crusades, World War II, and Vietnam. Russell Crowe repeatedly rides out of the bodies of dying men right into the middle of skirmishes between Roman soldiers and Christian rebels, and in a 2017 interview, Scott explained the logic behind this resurrection, telling a YouTuber that Maximus would travel through the portal of a dying warrior to come back to life because he's too good to go to hell, but not good enough to go to heaven. So he keeps getting resurrected on his passionate project to kill Christ.
Would he?
I want it so bad, Greg.
Would it have been called Gladiator 2?
Christ Killer. Gladiator 2, Christ Killer. It is Russell Crowe trying to kill Christ. And I want it more than most things.
There's no way that would have ever been made.
I want it so bad.
There's no way. That would have been so
The
funny.
amount of drugs someone has to stop doing to write this script and be like, this is it,
This is
Russell
his way
Crowe.
of trying to get high.
Yeah,
without
he's like,
being able
you
to
know
get
what?
high.
I can't do that, but I can do this. And like the idea of a major sequel to a Best Picture winning movie being like a movie that is so blasphemous to so many people.
Oh, my
But
God.
also it's like the opening montage of Wolverine, but with Russell Crowe coming out through bodies as they're dying as a commentary and anti-war as a gladiator, trying to kill Jesus.
I mean, the movie does sound awesome.
It sounds amazing.
It sounds really cool.
I want it, and the fact that Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe get asked about it for like 15 years. If I ever interview either of them, that's all I want to know.
Have any of them showed any peculiar interest in it?
Russell Crowe has been like, we can't do that. And Ridley Scott keeps being like, no, it's insane. Like both of them have just been like, yeah, it exists. Apparently you can read the whole script. I have plans this weekend.
I like Gladiator 2.
Not as much as Christ
Not
Killer.
as much as this idea. This idea sounds fucking gnarly.
Spanning all war as a commentary on like war being like impotent.
I don't know if it should be a part 2 though.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on there's a story like Corsa or something like this classic immortal warrior idea. And they kind of tied that into this.
I feel like it could have been a 3 or 4.
I want this as a
I'm
franchise.
treating this as serious as possible.
Yeah,
like this,
so
this,
did
this,
Nick
could,
Cave.
this could have been a 3 or 4.
107-page script.
I feel like if you leaped right to part 2 with it, it's a little much. But if you did a 3 or 4,
And then
where they're fucking desperate to keep this franchise going.
you do a Gladiator 2 that's more linear.
Yeah.
And then this is the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. You bring in
Yes.
Jim Caviezel. He's Jesus.
Oh,
you cross
that
over
would've been
Passion.
cool.
Passion 2.
That would've been
Fucking
pretty
Put them
sweet.
together.
Mel Gibson would've made a-
direct the hell.
You would've-
It's
you would've made a
Hacksaw Ridge.
pretty good-
Hacksaw
yeah.
Ridge meets Gladiator.
But I think
Dude,
it would
I
be too
want-
blasphemous for Mel Gibson's taste.
No, he wouldn't do it. But
Yeah.
I want. It's like Celebrity Deathmatch. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been amazing. Dude, it could make $1 billion. All the Catholics and Russell Crowe. And then it's like that Pope movie he did.
Yeah,
That would tie in.
yeah.
This is my Christian crossover. And release it on Easter because it's about resurrection and shit.
We have 21 Streamlabs as of right
Streamlabs?
I'm sorry,
Super chats.
And that's combining?
combined.
Okay, that's good.
So that's what I want. Maybe most.
All right, cool. Well, let's talk about a couple ones then that I feel like people fully expect us to talk about.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to combine 2 right now. I'm going to go through the gambit on both of them really quick.
Okay.
The Gambit movie. No, actually.
That might happen.
I wanted to talk about the Spider-Man sequels that never were.
Yep.
So we have, of course, in the thumbnail, The Amazing Spider-Man 3, which would have built up to the Sinister Six as established by the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Norman Osborn was expected to return as a cryogenic head preservation and body regeneration. Think Futurama, but cooler. Of course, we saw who was playing Mary Jane? Who was that actress? She's in the Divergent movie. Shailene Woodley. She was supposed to be in it. They shot scenes with her that were ultimately removed. There was a deleted scene where Andrew Garfield acted his ass off at the cemetery with his dad coming back, being like, "I never died. I was a spy." That was a movie. and Emma Stone was discussed as returning as a clone, symbiote tinged return. Then you had.
They did it in the Ultimate Comics. She came back as Carnage, so that was
so
what they
hot,
were thinking.
So hot, and she's so popular now. And Dennis Leary talked about maybe coming back. They speculated him being a clone as well. This was, of course, They say like, it was canceled due to part 2 not doing so well, but it sounds like it was a petty grudge held against Andrew Garfield for what the shade.
They literally canceled it on stage because he was like, that whole thing
because he
insane.
refused to show up to a meeting or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had that one, and then of course the other sequel, which Mattson Tomlin has been proactively going out there saying he would love to write this.
Yeah,
and I'm going, yeah, buddy, go for it. Write the graphic novel, and then let's just make that Spider-Man 4, the Sam Raimi version, which you can find countless videos about it at this point, which was going to feature John Malkovich as Vulture. Felicia Hardy was attached, and Hathaway was attached to play Felicia Hardy.
Before she was Catwoman, she was Black Cat.
And they were going to have a Mysterio cameo from Bruce Campbell's, establishing that all his cameos in 1 through 3 were all Mysterio. Of course, have a reconciliation with Peter and MJ. I feel like everyone's champion. Okay, let me take a step back here. If anyone deserves the sequel, it's Andrew Garfield's.
100%.
That's the one that deserves the sequel. The one I really want, though, is the part 4 of Sam Raimi's, personally, because it just seems like it's possible. I feel like we still could do it. It's right on the cusp.
Do you know what I would do?
You put them in. I mean, they could do both now.
Make a movie.
That intercuts between the two.
Yeah, basically, I'd have them go back through their respective portals at the end of No Way Home, and we see the journey of what Spider-Man 4 would have been. Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire goes back and has to reconcile with being a married man and has all the things after the consequences of the trauma of what he just went through, seeing Alfred Molina again. So he's going through the consequences of No Way Home, and that's what brings us to an older, Malkovich, Vulture, and Black Cat, all those things. And then Andrew, respectively, goes to his universe where he's dealing with the consequences of, I was able to save like his Mary Jane, my Gwen Stacy. I was able to save someone. So now he reconciles all that rage that he talks about in No Way Home. So he's going back to his universe. Maybe that's when you bring in the Venom symbiote, and instead of it all being clones, you use the Venom symbiote in his world. We finally get the Venom movie we want. At the end of that movie, it ends on a cliffhanger setting up a Sinister 6 movie, and you bring in Tom. That way you get the giant movie Sony wanted that's multiversal, but you also get this grounded brand new day. So we basically get our cake and eat it too, where you get a grounded street level Tom Holland trilogy. We get a multiversal Spider-Man duo that could lend itself to be a trilogy, and that way you get the Sinister 6 movie that Drew Goddard wrote like 15 years ago to button it all together.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, that's all right.
Give me the keys.
I don't know. It's not creative enough what you came up with.
That's true. It's pretty linear.
I think it's lacking imagination.
That's true. I just thought of it, so that's what I'd do, but I could probably flesh it out.
Yeah,
I can do a little more.
We can
second draft.
We can cut this out of the stream.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We should. I should be ashamed.
I feel like you'll be too
I
embarrassed.
should be.
if
Yeah,
this goes
in 10 minutes
public,
I'll be like, Greg, cut it. Cut the feed. Delete this whole stream. But I think it'd be great.
That's a pretty cool.
That's what I'd do.
What I want to do is bring on a very sad man, Michael. I want him to rant for 30 seconds about the Ben Solo movie.
Oh yeah.
Our Star Wars aficionado, who everyone forgot. You dare touch that lens, we go out of focus. Everything's screwed. Bend over here. Bend over here.
Hello, internet. Hello, friends. It's been so long. Hi, Coy.
Hey, man.
Hey, how you feeling? How you doing?
Hanging in.
Like Spider-Man?
You heard my pitch.
I really, really liked it, except where's Ben Solo? Where did he go?
Ben
If
Reilly doing it.
Palpatine somehow returned. Why can't Ben Solo somehow return?
That's been a question.
I, for one, as a famous actor, when I read a script and I see that I'm the star of that script, and then I need to tell the public that I want that script made, I am going to tell them it is the greatest script that I've ever read. That's the number one thing
That's the move.
I think, honestly, Uncle Luke, trying to murder me is going to set off some trauma.
Perhaps.
Should he be blamed for the war crimes and all the awful things that he did? I mean, with a barrel chest. That's how they describe him.
Barrel chested?
On the internet. Like, broadly speaking.
Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a barrel chest.
Oh, it's a barrel chest.
That is a husk of a man. That's one of the chunkiest boys I've ever seen.
The best case for increased funding to the Pentagon.
100%. That is a grass-fed boy.
Scientific, how do we barrelize the chest?
It's a gravitational pull. It's the Death Star of chests.
It is, forget the Death Star. It's Star Killer Base.
He's got a pair of Death Stars.
Yeah, that's exactly, sorry, Hosnian Prime. Oh, look, here's how you think about things. Wow, this is really well thought out. Is this ChatGPT?
No.
No, it's so organized. And
It's a bunch of copy and paste from a bunch of different Google searches.
Oh, that's great. So my pitch for Spider-Man. Okay, so first off, I think that we start off Tom Holland, his appendix rupture.
Okay. No insurance. No one knows who he is.
Nobody knows who he is.
Crazy.
So he has to go to the ER, which
Right.
is what people do when they don't have insurance and they're going through a medical crisis.
Right.
Then they put him under to remove the appendix. But here's what we don't realize. The appendix is actually exactly because we didn't see when the spider bit him.
Yeah, we don't know his physiology.
That's where the spider bit him.
Okay, understood.
They take out his appendix. Tom Holland,
No powers.
No powers.
Spider-Man, no more.
but the appendix,
Has powers.
spider appendix.
All right.
I think it writes itself.
If anyone wants to know why I'm not on the chat, you just found out why.
The doctors too much.
Yeah, I think Michael's stuck in a certain mindset.
Will I see you for Fallout?
Yes, you'll see us for Fallout. Yeah.
Will they see me? For
They'll see you. They'll see you.
That's how we do it on camera while it's live. All right.
Contract,
buddy.
verbal agreement, California legally binding.
I'll see you in court.
That's good to see you, man. All right. That was your Spider-Man 4-3.
Yeah.
And my next one, should I do big franchise, stay franchise, or more of a deep cut? What are you feeling?
Let's go deep cut then.
Okay. I love Slaughterhouse 5. Have you ever read Kurt Vonnegut's
No.
Slaughterhouse 5?
What is that?
It is a very irreverent, time travel, sci-fi based, semi-autobiographical, very important story about war.
Okay.
So Kurt Vonnegut survived being a prisoner of war in, I believe it was World War I, might have been World War II. I'm bad at time. And Slaughterhouse 5 is a movie that was his coping mechanism. That was his way of describing the atrocities of war, but he didn't want it to be a drag. He's a satirist. This is one of the great satirists of American literature. So instead of making it a linear story, he made it a time travel alien commentary on the atrocities of war. And if that doesn't sound like an incredible vehicle for Guillermo del Toro and the great Charlie Kaufman, I don't know what does. One of the great American novels and two of the great filmmakers of our time wanted to make Slaughterhouse 5 for like 10 years.
It had
never got off
movie.
the ground.
It had a movie in 1972.
I'm sure the tech was good then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big Vonnegut guy, and I like Charlie Kaufman quite a bit. Adaptation, I think, is pretty genius. I even like Synecdoche, New York. I think he's one of those great existential writers. He's very introspective, and he causes a lot of like actual after film thought. And GDT doing special effects would have been cool. So Slaughterhouse 5's on my list.
Well,
It's my favorite book.
Is it? Did I describe it adequately?
I believe so. It was World War II.
Thank you. I'm so
Well,
bad at linear time.
Slaughterhouse 5, the 1970s movie, has an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's from
Wow.
the director of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Sting.
I should give that a chance. Holy shit, I just judged it
Yeah.
harshly. That's crazy.
Wow.
I love that book. Is so formative. It's so good.
So we don't need your movie.
So you got books.
It happened in the 70s.
Also, people read all the time now, so people will obviously discover this story.
I have read half a chapter of Frankenstein for the past month, and let me tell you,
Your
it
countenance is
the
strong.
most exhilarating read I have ever encountered.
How's the fire?
Frankenstein's
fire
monster
rise.
learning about fire is just incredible. 2 pages of wood and fire.
Do you feel like you're there?
We'll get there soon, Alex.
I went
Okay.
fast on that one.
I'm asking if we should disable it.
No, not yet. We're in the end game now. No, we will. Watch us.
I'm going quicker.
Okay, so since you said the fire rises,
Yes.
let's talk about the center of this thumbnail then. The original plans for Dark Knight 3.
Now, are these plans verified? Because I've heard so many different things.
It's I pulled it together a combination of many of the things that they had originally had in mind here.
Okay.
And this might be the one thing I actually forgot to mark down in my specific notes here. 1 second. What were the things you heard? You vamped for a little bit here.
I heard that it was going to be Heath Ledger coming back as a supporting role in the third film. It would have been more of a...
Oh, I found my notes. Fine.
Did you?
Yeah.
And it would have been more of like a setup for like a bigger crime team, but that felt so unfounded. I couldn't find a single source. What did you find?
What they were originally planning on doing is, you're right about that when it comes to, he was supposed to return as like a major presence. The other thing that I read last night was that after, Ground Zero happens in Gotham, that he would kind of form his own subsection, Joker, and create like his own little chaotic section that they have to contend with. So you have like a true anarchy in the center when you have like Bane doing his own thing on the side. Because the original adaptation of this was going to follow a little bit more close to the Nightfall Bane storyline.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they had it as like Joker essentially acting as an agent of chaos to Gotham's soul. And he was reportedly, he imagined Joker acting almost like Gotham's dark conscience in a way. Of course, Heath Ledger was expected to return because he signed on for multiple films for this. We would have explored his time in Arkham a little bit more as well. This sounds, and because like the other thing that people keep talking about was the Riddler supposed to be in this movie, and like the big fan casting was. I remember when Dark Knight came out. It was
right?
Robin Williams. I've heard Robin Williams and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Interesting, because Robin Williams, they just did a movie together, Insomnia, in between some Batman.
No, you got your timeline way off there, buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought Nolan did
Yeah,
Insomnia.
he did Memento, then Insomnia.
But before Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Well, that means he knew Robin Williams.
Yeah, he knew Robin Williams definitely could have been it. Yeah. So yeah, this to me it's sad because this is a sequel that obviously we'll never get. There's no reality where we're ever going to be able to get this unless we live in some type of alternate dimension where Heath Ledger does live on. Ultimately, I guess he does have his storyline completed in The Dark Knight.
Sure.
When we rewatched it, the video just went up this morning. When we watched it, I did find it a bit odd how Joker's not even mentioned once, though.
In Rises, yeah.
So I feel like it does kind of eliminate even the presence of Joker, like that off-screen presence that Joker could have had.
A version of my research was like there were a ton of movies that Heath Ledger was going to make, and that was actually like one of the directions I was going to take is that, and that's when I realized like all of the things I could find on the Joker's continued presence. Like it feels like Nolan's never talked about it. Feels like Goyer's never talked about it. Feels like Jonah Nolan's never talked about it. So I'd love to know what it could have been because I know he was going to do Queen's Gambit. With Ellen Page, now Elliot Page, but they were going to team up. He was going to direct a Queen's Gambit movie, which ended up being an Anya Taylor-Joy joint, turned into a show. He was going to do what Aaron Sorkin ended up doing with Trial of the Chicago 7. He was actually meeting with Aaron Sorkin. He was meeting with Spielberg the day he passed away. Shit. Heath Ledger literally had like 10 projects. He was going to play Jeff Buckley. I think he wanted to do a Nick Drake biopic, but yeah, like the Heath Ledger. What could have been, even Parnassus completed by Heath Ledger, like that's a video I would make just because of like the wound that is him missing from film. Yeah. But I think the pop culturist of all is like what the Joker would have been.
Well, in my research for this, I was listening to interviews with him, and he said that he actually had a pretty clear understanding of how to do the character within 5 minutes.
It's incredible.
He said when he was approached for it, he had a really kind of vivid idea of what to do.
Yeah.
And that's cool because the whole performance feels so instinctual and intuitive.
Yeah.
And it so when he said that, I believe that because of how free his performance is in that movie. But yeah, the movie part of the rumor speculation too was that he would be a kind of like how that deleted scene is in the Batman.
Yeah.
A bit of a Silence of the Lambs type of character who Batman does go to at one point, and with adapting the Nightfall story where Bane would break out prisoners of Gotham directly.
Cool.
So it might not be exactly this like Talia al Ghul thing, but Bane going in there starting his own type of revolution. And so that's what I meant by you have like two opposing sides of a revolution
Chaos and order.
happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So that would have been neat. That would have made me a happy camper, and it just does remind me of what we lost there in the brilliant. Because it is, and now because we watched The Dark Knight again, I've thought about Heath Ledger like every single day throughout the day.
Yeah,
for weeks now because of that.
That's how I've lived the last 20 years. Dick.
Yeah, right.
The reason I do what I do.
It is definitely one of the best performances of all time. If
It's
not,
my favorite.
If not the best, it is like one of the undoubtedly best performances of all time.
Yeah, I think he as an actor, like, not a bad performance in his filmography, and the amount of impact Heath Ledger had. Like, his first movie came out the year before Bush was elected, and he died before Bush left office.
Wow. I heard he only had like 25 minutes of screen time in that movie.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. It's just such presence.
That
dude.
actually surprised. I'm like, what? I
Yeah.
thought he had. I'm shocked to learn that.
Yeah, but I mean, so
And
much
I'm like
presence.
that. I haven't counted, but I'm like, can that be
The
right?
impact, dude. It's crazy.
25 minutes in like
But,
a 2.5 hour movie?
Yeah.
Insane, because every quote's from him.
Right.
yeah.
Like, that was the marketing. That was it. And like, when you think of The Dark Knight, you think of the Joker.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a
What
real
could have
bummer.
been.
What could have been. That's a real what could have been right there.
Well, I want to stick with Batman and quickly just say, because I know I would be remiss if I didn't include it, Aronofsky's Batman would have been a hell of a journey. The talks were about it being a very gritty year one story, a mechanic Alfred Bruce Wayne, a Joaquin Phoenix Batman. I recently heard an interview where he was saying Darren Aronofsky was going to direct it, and Darren Aronofsky did press for Caught Stealing. I think it was a Josh Horowitz interview where he said a big example of the issue I had with trying to make the film is I wanted Joaquin Phoenix, the studio wanted Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's kind of not going to be the movie you get to make if you're fighting to that level. But if you think about it, like, I've always said the best Jokers would make good Batman and the best Batman could make good Jokers. And I think that is so true of Joaquin Phoenix, clearly. I think that's so true of Heath Ledger. I think that's true of Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's true of Michael Keaton. I think there's a really cool two sides of a coin, and I think it would have been really cool to see Joaquin Phoenix as like a year one Joker. I mean, a year one Batman. And I would love to see that gritty take. We never will, but like a $50 million Logan style Batman year one would have been dope.
Well, speaking of Batman, you were the first person to tell me about this after we watched Batman and Robin. So
Yes.
I actually ended up watching videos about it. First, I had to watch videos of what went wrong with Batman and Robin. You know, the studios thought they had a really good movie on their hands. Like with the version they submitted, they thought that was a good movie.
Insane how different the 90s were, dude.
How they were like, we got something good. It's
a big
They were like
win.
looking at dailies, going like, this movie's gonna be a hit.
Sure is shiny.
Fucking
A lot of lights.
Insane. Anyway, there was a Batman 5 that Joel Schumacher had in mind. I've heard a couple of different titles: Batman Unchained, Batman Triumphant, and this one was going to include Scarecrow as a person who's terrorizing Gotham. Scarecrow is still a villain who I feel has not been utilized properly yet. And Bruce Wayne would fear toxin, triggering hallucinations of past rogues. That's how you would get Jack Nicholson's Joker back. This one is wild. Harley Quinn was going to be reconceived as Joker's vengeful daughter, seeking retribution. How awful.
Very Tim Burton.
That just strips away but this would have been Schumacher movie.
Oh, that's true too.
But apparently the climax would have reportedly put Bruce in Arkham Asylum, confronting his psyche and legacy, which is something Schumacher was very interested in that they never really got to explore.
Batman Forever, I would love to see that cut.
Yeah, supposedly that's a big thing that was removed from it, was exploring more of that psychological aspect. And yes, it was an attempt to steer back Batman and Robin's camp toward a little bit more psychological drama. So this sounds a little bit more like what Joel Schumacher was known for outside of the Batman movies.
Right. Or
Like-
what you feel like he was doing in Batman Forever, even.
or like what he was intending or wanting for
Yeah.
in Batman Forever, right? With like having the hottest psychologist ever and exploring Batman psychology. He's just the hottest
The
psychologist.
hottest ever. There's so much like
too
Freudian
hot.
commentary
Yeah.
on like the lust and all the tight shots.
Yeah. How did I describe it? I said that Batman Forever feels like it's trying to touch me.
It does.
Yeah,
The
it's
movie.
real like provocative.
You hold those McDonald's cup a little different now, don't you?
Yeah, I this is one where I'm glad we didn't get it. It sounds like it would have been better than Batman and Robin, though.
Sure,
I'll say that.
sure.
I feel like this would have been a better note for Joel Schumacher to go out on. Still doesn't sound like a good movie to me. I do not have faith this would have been a good movie, but it sounds like it would have been better than Batman and Robin.
I'm going to quickly do a few, I'm going to quickly do my next few so we can make sure we get to them. But the quick one I do want to mention is we almost had a Scream 3 where Matt Lillard came back.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Matt Lillard, the original script would have been Mocker coming back from the dead. He even tweeted, it was just a TV, right? You'd think he'd survive and focus on a Heathers-esque school massacre orchestrated by Ghostface trainees working on the infamous killer's ghoulish appearance. Craven reportedly threw those plans out because of Columbine. So would have happened at Scream 3, which lined up right around when Columbine actually happened in real life. So they were going to have like a bunch of Ghostface in a school, and then... It lined up a little too much with what we've dealt with for the last 26 years in real life.
I'll say, I've never really been as big of a fan of the idea of Matthew Lillard coming back as what seems like 99% of the Scream fan base. Scream is undoubtedly my favorite horror franchise. The only Scream movie I do not like is Scream 3.
It is easily the weakest of the Screams.
Only one I genuinely do not like.
Yeah.
That
this
sounds like a much better movie.
And like, what a cool way to make a trilogy arc.
And it would have perfectly tied.
It ties into the Jamie Foxx like movie lore and him coming back for the trilogy. It would have probably ended that era of Scream, which then would have allowed for the 4 or 5 reboot, which were great.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious if they use any of that for what this next Scream is going to be with Lillard. He's such a good actor. He's such a good dude that I'm very excited for the experience of why he wanted to come back. But I would have loved that Scream 3.
Then I'll throw in there, we almost had a Scream 7.
Oh,
with Melissa
true.
Barrera
That is
and Jenna
certainly an
Ortega.
almost movie.
And it would have been a sequel that perhaps one day they will find some weird resolution to bring them back. That it is something that I will be there opening weekend for whatever the Scream movie is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still definitely on the fence about it, and because it does feel like, a Rise of Skywalker reaction.
Yeah.
In a way.
Bring everyone back. They'll show up. Bring them back.
Fans watch. Yeah. So it feels that way, but clearly 5 and 6 were setting up a big arc for her. And 6 is ending, especially set up an arc for her.
Yeah.
And I thought it would have been so cool. It seemed like they were setting her up to become the Ghostface killer, which would have been so different than the Sidney Prescott journey.
Exactly. And I would have loved to see like nature nurture out of that.
Yeah. So we're not getting that one, though. We're getting something else.
We'll see.
That people seem excited for. And there's some other alt ones here. Man, there's so many to go through here. Okay. Thinking about what we should talk about. We have to discuss Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2 and 3. I feel like we would be remiss if we didn't at least broach it. So here's the shortest summation I could find out of 2 and 3. Here we go. After Steppenwolf's defeat, Darkseid arrives. He has a planet called Salvation, where all the villains are there.
Oh.
Yeah. First villain you fight, Peacemaker.
Who's been trapped there for years.
Yeah, for fucking years. You're like, why only me?
Frank Grillo shows up. He's mad at him.
Lex Luthor forms a Legion of Doom, which would have had Ocean Master, Black Manta, Dr. Poison, and there were others in concept. There's like storyboards and shit that I think are like somewhere. They're like on display.
On
like,
Vero.
I think they're like in some museum somewhere, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Cool. To aid in the evasion. Anti-Life is tied to Earth and Lois Lane. Darkseid kills Lois, breaking Superman, who succumbs to the anti-life as teased in that one moment in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and becomes a fucking tyrant. The world collapses into the Nightmare's future. That's Nightmare with a K. Don't forget. Word.
Teased also in Justice League.
Where Batman, Mira, Cyborg, Flash, Deathstroke, and Joker, as teased in Justice League, mount a desperate resistance to protect a temporal gambit. Barry time travels to warn Bruce. Lois is the key. But the first attempt is too early, preserving the Nightmare timeline. The resistance mission centers on surviving long enough to engineer a second precise time jump. Next one shorter for part 3. Bruce corrects this moment, sacrificing himself to save Lois, preventing Superman's fall. Wonder Woman ascends as queen. Aquaman unites the seas. Green Lanterns arrive to join Earth's armies. Martian Manhunter stops pretending to be Lois Lane, and they enter the fight. A United League takes the war to Apocalypse, where Superman defeats Darkseid amid fire pits and genocidal forges. Years later, Lois and Clark's son, often described as Bruce Kent. I also heard there was another version where Bruce Wayne and
got Lois Lane pregnant.
Yeah, that would have been a hot baby. Hot baby. Is visited by. That's a Ansel Elgort's tree. It's visited by Commissioner.
He's imprinted on by Taylor Lautner.
There would have been a Commissioner Barbara Gordon who offered the mantle of Batman. Anyway, what are the odds this gets done? Do you think it'll ever get done?
7%.
Do you think a graphic novel could ever be done?
Sure. I just think that would be.
I don't feel like you're a fan of this.
No.
No, but you like the Snyder cut.
I do.
So you like Snyder's Justice League Part 1, but you are not a fan of where
I
Part
have
2 and 3 were heading.
no interest in a pregnant Lois Lane with Bruce's child.
Is that the only thing?
There's so many. It doesn't sound great.
Okay, so beyond that really obvious one where I feel like most fans, I don't care how much you love Snyder's vision, there's got to be one part in your heart that thumps a little bit in the wrong direction going, is that right? Can I be on board for that fully? You know? But outside of that, what else is about this is that you're not a big fan of?
I don't like the characterization of any of the characters in that universe enough to have it keep going at the cost of actually getting the characters.
Like who?
Like a Bruce Wayne that uses guns, or a Superman that kills, or a dead Jimmy Olsen, or a Lois Lane who has no chemistry with Clark Kent, or an Aquaman who is yelling "Bia," or a Flash who like
Bia.
like he's like Howard Dean, the character. Like there's not any. The characters are
Bia.
Bia, I'm Aquaman. I like Jason Momoa, but. So, like, to me, it's not worth continuing in a thing that feels like it's already reached a beautiful point with Justice League.
What I'll say, though, is I think Darkseid sounds fucking awesome in this.
I think it sounds like the use of awesome in the 90s, where it's very shiny. Like, it's just awesome. It's not
But do you feel that whatever this Wolfgang Peterson was that you were pitching for earlier?
I feel like it would have been like Troy and would have been like its own thing, not this own thing. And I feel like I got the itch scratched with Snyder Cut. Like,
okay.
I got to see a cool culmination of this really big, grand story in a really wonderful way with gods and all that awesomeness. I would love the Wolfgang Peterson one because I haven't seen that in his vision of gods and sandal and sword. You know what I mean? So that's why that's way more exciting for me. This is more of the thing that I think doesn't work for me.
I honestly feel like if this was a comic book, I would fucking love it.
I think I have said many times, and I get a lot of crap, I think that the incredible nature of those films as an Elseworld is powerful.
Yeah.
But you can't make $400 million Elseworlds and also have a main continuity. So this, to me, is at the cost of getting to see the characters represented in the way I enjoy. So I would not want to see those at the cost of the Batman, at the cost of Superman, at the cost, you know what I mean? So this is a really cool concept for, you know, stuff that is a vision that I feel like has a beautiful culmination with Snyder Cut.
Fascinating. Yeah, I don't think you are wrong at all. At the same time, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't super intrigued to see this fulfilled. Like, this sounds kind of cool. It sounds like weird heavy metal to me. I don't know what it is. That's something about those Snyder films where I am often like, yeah, I totally see why, you know, people will be mad at Superman snapping Zod's neck. I all these things that go against the comic book characters. Yet, for some reason, I find the choices rather compelling. And the older I get, the more drawn to it I am versus steering away from it.
I'm someone who wants there to be the Batman and a DCU Batman. I'm someone who enjoys different takes on these characters. If money wasn't a factor and the schedule wasn't a factor, if we could have movies come out June and July, both make $1 billion, and the studios had infinite money, I would love to see it. I don't want to see it more than I want to see The Batman 2, more than I want to see Man of Tomorrow. So this is something I'd love to see if there was no restraints on money, but that's not the world we live in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But we are playing a big what if game. You know?
What
you
if?
just pitched, Jesus Christ, Star Killer.
Dude,
or
I
whatever
want
the
that
fuck
so
you
bad.
said.
I want Jesus Christ Gladiator way more than this, though.
All right.
Oh, you're right. I don't have the thing in front of me. I was proud of getting that far. How many people got Natalie Imbruglia just bouncing around? She's such a good song. The album's fire, too.
All right. Last year, I was so close to nailing this. And then I tried again this morning, and I was like, oh, man, I forgot how to do it. I didn't even like get to 100%. Now I'm at like 80%. All right. It's the fast part of Godzilla. Let me just wake up for a second. right on cue. What the shit just happened?
We're back live.
No, do it.
Oh, too. All right, let me try. All right.
Did they get my Imbruglia? Get it.
Honestly, we had to disconnect. We've been through so many
trying to do this.
computers in the last 10 minutes and like internet connections. I don't know.
Greg's
what's
gonna do
gonna be in the
Godzilla.
middle of this
No,
stream.
I'm 80% there.
You got this.
Dum,
All right.
da, da, dum, dum, dum,
No,
dum.
just the fast part. That's the fast part. I'm trying to learn to get down. Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. In other words, I'm in him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering again. Nobody will evade. I'm going to kill him and all their fucking bodies in there like obliterating everything. Incinerator, renegade. I'm here to make anybody with the penetrate, but don't nobody want it, but they're going to get it anyway because I'm beginning to feel like I'm mentally ill. Until a killer be killed, I'm a killer bee. The vanilla gorilla, you're bringing the killer within me, out of me. You don't want to be the enemy of the demon who entered me and be in the receiving enemy with stupidity. It'd be every bit of me is the epitome of a spitter, but I'm in the vicinity, motherfucker. You better duck or you finna be dead the minute you're an enemy. Wow, that's fucking hard. 100% of you is 50% of me. I'm about to fucking finish you, bitch. I'm fatal. You want to battle? I'm available. I'm blowing up like an inflatable. I'm undebatable and I'm avoidable. I'm unavailable. I'm undetoilable. I got a trailer full of money and I'm painful. I'm not afraid to pull a man. Stop. Yeah, I got to practice like 10 more times.
Good circular
down.
breathing though. I felt I was like less breath than I would have expected. Okay, we're back.
Are we done?
We did it, guys.
We
We're
did
back.
it.
We're on air.
We're mostly back.
Okay.
Yeah, they caught that. And hey, the lag is fixed.
Yes.
We're
All right,
back and
guys.
better than
What a good
ever.
way to test it. With
Boring.
We are back. and we're
Godzilla.
better than ever.
So Coy was telling me nothing. We didn't miss anything.
Nothing.
Coy was telling me about a not sequel movie again. What was it called?
The last one I had to talk about,
What was
a
it?
movie I've been waiting for since 2019. It was announced in 2012. It's called All-Star Weekend.
What the hell is this?
It is a movie where Jamie Foxx in whiteface plays a racist cop, and Jamie Foxx makes a whole Tropic Thunder-esque journey, and Robert Downey Jr. plays a Mexican man, and I want this comedy so bad.
Oh, wow.
Whiteface Jamie Foxx, racist cop. I needed my heart. I needed my soul. All-Star Weekend. It also stars The Game, one of my favorite rappers of all time, who had a really decent acting career for a while. He was in Street Kings with Keanu Reeves. The cast is Benicio del Toro, Robert Downey Jr., Gerard Butler, Eva Longoria, Ken Jeong's in it, French Montana's in it, DJ Khaled's in it, Jeremy Piven's in it. I want it.
So the ones you're most passionate about are movies that just never got made.
Yeah, it's like my what if.
They're not even like.
Well, this got made. It fully filmed. It's done.
What?
They shot this in 2019. This is
and they just never edited it together.
It's got a white Jamie Foxx and it's 2025, Greg. This shit's
Why
never
have they
coming
never
out.
just put it together?
It's got brown face Downey Jr.
Who gives a shit?
The Society. We don't have nice
Oh
things.
my god!
It got
This
canceled
is how I
in
get
utero.
pushed to the alt right.
It got aborted in theatrical womb, Greg. We're never gonna see it. They
Why
shot
can't
it
people have-
October 2016.
What happened to our sense of humor?
October 2016 they shot this.
Unbelievable.
10 years ago.
Ansel Elgort should come back.
Whiteface Jamie
That's what I'm
Foxx.
trying to say this whole time.
James Fox is out there in whiteface.
Well, we should forgive Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
All he said was, you mind wearing pants when you go outside instead of being naked. Nothing
What a
wrong with
reasonable
that.
request.
It's very reasonable. You're not dating a porn star. Anyway,
The surfer element's the funny part to me. Like he was like mad at the
Oh, yeah, that's
surf
it.
instructor or something.
the other movie that I had on my list going. Here are some fun ones that I'm so surprised. Dredd Dose.
Yes.
We watched that together here.
Loved that. One of my favorite.
Still one of my favorite reaction videos
Same.
we've ever done. I absolutely adored that movie. And this one was going to explore the Hall of Justice a little bit more. I don't even need to tell you the fucking plot. It's Dredd 2.
Sold.
Dredd is there's two. Okay, there's one movie that I saw someone ask in the super chat, so I have a very similar point that I wanted to make for Dredd 2. Because Dredd is a film that was a flop when it came out. Undoubtedly, it was a flop. But it's so rare nowadays where we get movies that have an opportunity to grow in the cultural osmosis as something like Dredd does now.
Yeah.
Dredd has only gotten more popular with time. The demand for a sequel has gotten more popular.
Carl Urban's only gotten bigger star.
Yes, he's the main face of New Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
movie.
like he's done it.
And the boys and everything. And this really does seem like the kind of comic book movie that we could use right now. And I feel like the way you get around it is you just don't call it Dredd 2. Judge Dredd. You could just call it
First one's Dredd, the next one's Judge Dredd.
Yeah, just call
Would watch.
Call it something else. Where it's obviously to fans. It's a sequel to Dredd.
Yeah, but
So
make it
the-
approachable in the first 10 minutes.
Exactly, where you don't feel like you need to watch the first one, but you get the same director back, everyone involved again. And I don't know why they haven't done this one yet, because this is such a big demand film. Like the Dredd property has just been dead
Yeah.
for a while.
Well, they both didn't do well. The original did fine, and then the new one didn't.
I am the law. I am the Toaster King. I am the Rocky Balboa.
What are we, some kind of Judge Dredd squad?
I am the Rambo. I am the Cobra King. What's it? Cobra King? What's it called?
Cobra.
Cobra. I am Cobra.
I'm the don't
Spy
push
Kids
Mona
3D.
from Trey. That poor guy that has to play him. How's that going to
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Otherwise, I'm in him. I don't want to hurt him. Fiterate and Edge of Tomorrow 2. Live, Die, Repeat
Yes,
2. I
big
don't know
one,
why
big
that hasn't
one.
come out yet.
Yeah, I realize now most of mine aren't sequels, which is a funny misinterpretation of the assignment.
It's
Lethal
weird
Weapon 5.
when you call something a sequel in the first 3 words of your title.
Lethal Weapon 5.
You think you'd catch on.
Lethal Weapon 5
Lethal
is
Weapon
a sequel,
5 is definitely a
written
sequel.
by Dick Donner. Mel Gibson wants to direct it. Danny Glover signed on.
Not only does-
Will it ever happen?
Not only does Dick Donner, not only does Mel Gibson want to direct it, Dick Donner wanted him to direct
Yeah.
it.
It's like, it's the time.
Yeah.
So that's a big one for me. That's a sequel. I don't know if this counts as a sequel. Del Toro wanted to do the Hobbit movies.
Oh, that's a good what if that we should have gotten.
Yeah, because that would have been incredible.
That is something that I like. The Hobbit movies are a weird voice. Yes, I know they've grown a fan base as of late, but it's like the prequels.
Yeah.
They are prequels. It's
It's like the prequels, comma, to Lord of the Rings.
It wants to be like a marriage into Lord of the Rings, but because it's the same director and stuff, it feels like, and not Peter Jackson's fault, it feels like a lesser than version of Lord of the Rings, whereas Del Toro would have brought a different visual panache to the whole thing.
And the practical he would have brought. And hopefully one
Yeah.
movie. Like the stretching of it is silly.
1 or 2.
2 movies
and
of Hobbit
and
would be
the style, look, feel, tone, the gothic romanticism that's often associated with Del Toro.
Yeah.
I think that would have been something really, really special instead of discount Lord of the Rings.
I hope his Mountains of Madness gets made. I've been thinking about that too. Like Mountains of Madness is something he's had a passion for forever. Terry Gilliam's Watchmen is one of those two for me. Terry Gilliam almost made
You
Watchmen.
want to make
before.
a show out of that,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
You want to make a mini series.
I thought about that a lot in this journey. Brazilian Job, that's a sequel. The Italian Job sequel that turned into Fast 5.
Why have we not done an Italian Job
The
sequel?
movie's so good, and everyone's a bigger
Is
star now.
anyone canceled from the Italian Job? Mark Wahlberg, Jason Statham, Charlize Theron,
Seth Green.
Seth Green, Mos Def, Edward Norton's dead? I don't remember.
Not dead. He's doing great.
No,
Oh, in the movie.
No.
I think they just get him arrested or something.
I don't
But
remember.
in life, I was like, he's
I
fine.
don't think he
Donald
died.
Sutherland's dead.
Yes.
In real life, too, actually.
Cloverfield never got a direct sequel. It was supposed to. It got 10 Cloverfield Lane and stuff, but there was never a Clovey sequel. That was supposed to happen. I love the first Cloverfield.
You'd want a sequel to Cloverfield?
Yeah, dude. Love
What would it be?
Cloverfield.
Would you do another found footage movie?
Yeah, if it was as good as that one. And then
Coy, do you realize what you're asking here? Another found footage. Someone else just happened to make another documentary.
someone on the other side of town.
What would it, and somehow it would like further the
I'm
narrative?
not Drew Goddard. I didn't
not
write the script.
Paranormal
There's
Activity.
another monster, and more chaos ensues.
No, man.
and
I think 10 Cloverfield Lane is like the ideal scenario for a Cloverfield
It is pretty
sequel.
great. My movies that never got made that I want to see. David Fincher's Elliot Ness. He developed an Elliot Ness project for like 20 years, and I'm obsessed with that world and what Fincher could have brought to it. The original cut of American History X, before Ed Norton changed it so much the director wanted his name taken off of it. Eddie K. He wanted to be credited as Humpty Dumpty because he doesn't claim that film as his own. So I'd love to see that original cut because I love that movie. Tarantino, Star Trek. Scorsese wanted to make a Ramones film. Imagine like a musical biopic from Scorsese. That would have been insane. And then my last one was Quentin Tarantino, before he made Kill Bill, was developing a Luke Cage movie starring Lawrence Fishburne.
See, I think he could still do that.
Be incredible.
Except Mike Coulter's definitely coming back,
Yes.
as he should.
As he should. But
You know,
Lawrence
you know,
Fishburne
it-
in the 2000s as Luke Cage with Tarantino directing.
And Mike Coulter has always stayed in shape. And
Yeah.
for some reason, the one gym I go to decides to attract every famous person who I will never
Very
speak
expensive
to.
gym.
And Mike Coulter works out at my gym. And he is looking super buff right now. I want to talk to him, but I'm like, I only know you from that one thing, man. I'm sure that's the one thing you're tired of being asked about.
He's excited to come back, though.
I heard he's in the show Evil, which is great.
Yeah.
But I've heard people say it's a great show, so I want to watch that. So that way I have something else to talk about that's not fucking
Just Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage.
As good as Luke Cage is.
Didn't hear about, man.
And it was 10 years ago, and I'm sure that's everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so Tarantino also had a different sequel he wanted to do that you just reminded me of.
Oh.
He's talked rather publicly about it. Is that Michael Madsen in Reservoir Dogs and John Travolta.
Brothers.
Yeah, in Pulp
I
Fiction.
remember that.
There's a Vega Brothers movie
Yes.
he wanted to do.
I remember that.
That
That would have been cool.
would have been all okay.
Could have been fine.
Between Kill Bill 3 and Vega Brothers movie.
Kill Bill 3.
Yeah, Kill Bill 3 for sure. The Vega Brothers movies just sounds like a fun concept.
The fact that we're getting a Fincher-directed Tarantino script next year is so crazy to me.
Well, speaking of Fincher, let's not forget, he was attached to a massive, massive sequel. And I'm surprised you, of all people, have not brought this up because it has been kind of on the top of my list here.
Eighth Deadly Sin.
No. Come on, man. A Brad Pitt movie.
Benjamin Button 2 in utero.
No, come on. You got this. It's a Brad Pitt movie on a global scale.
Oh, World War Z!
Yeah.
I wanted that so bad. I think I
Yeah.
blocked it from my mind because I was so excited about it. I love that first one, and I
Yeah.
love them.
The first one should not have worked.
No, and it's incredible.
By the amount of money they spent, all the reshoots they did, and World War Z 2 had Fincher attached to direct, and that skyrocketed my
I
interest.
forgot this happened.
Because Fincher's never done a movie that big.
Yeah.
That's literally a global zombie movie.
Yeah.
And with Fincher's, knack for grim, bleak violence in a zombie world, Fincher doing a
Incredible.
zombie movie?
Dude, that sounds
What the
amazing.
fuck would that have been? What weird psychology would this movie have explored? And now with the after pandemic, which I know people are like, we want to not remind people of the pandemic. Sometimes though, you got a thing like this where now is a good time to
Yeah.
do that thing and see what you can do with your
Like 28
pandemic
years
commentary.
later, 28 years later did such a good job of being a fascinating look at death, and I would love to see Fincher handle a zombie thing.
Yeah. I still think there's an opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
World War Z is another one that has remained popular.
Oh, 100%.
It's kind of, and that's the weirdest thing to me. It has remained a super popular film.
Yeah.
If anyone covers it, it gets fucking massive views. It's a super popular movie.
Great movie.
Made money,
We could do a rewatch of that.
yet
Halloween.
fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'll just change everything.
We have free time.
Yet
Right now.
this actually, now that I think about it, out of any movie on this list that hasn't gotten made, I understand World War Z was expensive, but it seems like that paid off.
Right.
World War Z 2 should have been made.
Yeah, I'd still be there.
And why it still has not.
Still could get
when
made.
it,
and do
when it
well.
still very much could get made.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
In a post-contagion world. Yeah, 100%.
I went to the neurologist. It was playing in the waiting room.
That's evil of them.
It is the
what a
weird
mean
I'm
thing
like,
to
I
do.
don't think they knew.
That's so
You mean the
rough.
movie where to kill these guys, you have to shoot them in the head.
And you're a neurologist? That is cruel.
But everyone in the waiting room, fucking engrossed.
World War Z so
Yeah.
good.
And I thought of it, like, what a brilliant idea. You should have movies playing in the waiting room of these doctors' offices to keep
100%.
people entertained. Maybe not World War Z as the neurologist,
yeah.
but that's one. And Edge of Tomorrow, too, is one that it's another one that has also grown in popularity.
100%.
And I do understand, though, that sometimes these movies that grow in popularity might not pan out well because I think sometimes they wait too long to do the sequel when it's like, wait, this has grown in popularity. We should do the sequel now.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes like, no, it's been like 20 years now. We can't fucking do a sequel now.
World War Z, that Brad Pitt looks great. They can do it. And you can just let a time jump happen in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many more on here.
Yeah, my Mindhunter, if they make a movie, is on mine because of that show not getting its final third season.
Okay, if I'm gonna
Let's
just
do some ears.
if I'm gonna just throw one more fun one in here. Oh, there's some good ones though. If I'm gonna throw one more fun one in here, and then we're gonna go speed round these amazing super chats that we got.
Okay.
We could talk about E.T. 2. We could talk about Batman 3. We could talk about Gremlins 3. But I want to mention The Godfather Part 4.
This is the thing Coppola wanted to do.
This is a real thing. It was structured like Part 2, where it would intercut between Sonny Corleone, who is James Caan's character, rise in the 1930s. Leonardo DiCaprio was the one who was widely rumored for it, against Vincent Mantini's Andy Garcia from the Ocean's movies. That's what he's known for. He's the biggest star of those films. 1980s expansion. Vincent's attempt at legitimizing corrodes into a corporate political syndicate more ruthless than Michael's era. You know, now that I said this out loud, I don't want it.
I was like,
at first I was like, man, they could have done some right. I don't even know if Godfather 3 has gotten love over time.
we're getting Heat 2. That's going to have Leo. It's going to be fine.
Are you excited about that?
Adam Driver and Leo in Heat 2 with the guy that looks like Val Kilmer playing Val Kilmer's. Yeah, I'm excited about that. You're not?
No.
Dude, I love Michael Mann. Do you not like Heat?
I think it's a very overrated movie.
We talked about this, and I remember blocking it out. For our friendship.
I've seen it so many times, and I am like a massive De Niro Pacino fan. I had my own cinematic universe growing up. I would watch a bunch of Pacino movies, a bunch of De Niro movies.
What don't you like
about
about
I watch Heat. I think it is. It's
the Freddy versus Jason of that universe.
It's just so unbelievably like melodramatic in a way I do not find appealing.
Do you like Michael Mann?
I like Collateral.
Okay. That's probably his most like blockbustery of films. Like it's his most like
Probably his most normie movie.
Yeah, it's like the movie that like regulars like. You know, if you like casual.
You mean his last good movie?
I like Miami Vice, and I'm the one person that likes Miami
Joseph
Vice.
Kosinski's remaking it into a more accessible version.
I'm very excited for that too, man. Who's in that? Who's doing that?
Joseph Kosinski.
Yeah, the actors.
Michael B. Jordan and I think Glenn Powell?
Yes, I think you're right. That's going to be great.
Yeah. And they're still going to use that Kanye Linkin Park song.
Yeah,
No,
forever.
encore.
And they're going to go get mojitos. Yeah. Sucker for a mojito.
That's Jay-Z. Don't you dare.
Who did I say?
You said Kanye. The other side of Watch the Throne. They collab and they collab.
They had the collision course.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
you cannot look this much like Mike Shinoda and get it wrong.
I bleed it out. All right. Well, anytime the internet freezes, it really takes
Throws
something out of
everything
me.
off. I didn't even get to talk about Stranger Things going to theaters. We'll talk about that next week. It's going to save cinema.
We're not here next week, but we have several weeks to talk about.
Talk about it in November. Comes out of Christmas.
You were asking, is Glenn Powell, Austin Butler, and Michael B. Jordan
Thank you.
currently rumored for Miami Vice, written by Dan Gilroy and a couple other guys as well.
Is Austin Butler about to be in Heat 2 and in Miami Vice?
Oh my God, Coy!
'Cause that's about to
have
change everything.
A Butler-gasm.
I want to rob
I'm
a
a-
bank, man.
Yeah.
I'm going wrong way.
I'm gonna make all these remakes,
Look
mama.
out, man!
I'm gonna remake the movies.
Almost cut you in half.
I'm young Val Kilmer, man.
Yeah, he's
great.
He's also rumored for Heat 2.
Oh, I'm so excited for the Butler Renaissance.
Yeah,
Because he hasn't been working lately.
He's in a lot of stuff coming.
He's a good one.
All right, let's do this. How many do we got?
A lot.
How many? Alex, count. What are you doing here? This is why Peter calls you names.
36.
She's distracted by her short sleeves.
All right, Alex, timer. Let's cover the Streamlabs so there's less there, so it feels like we're completing something. And we have
Psychological
we have to do
effect.
quality.
Ready.
Still 7 there, so
I'd love to hear it. Is that part of the 36?
it sure is.
Oh,
Thank God.
36. So we have 29.
Didn't you?
Don't give me sass. I'll sick Peter on you.
I know what combined means.
7 first, then 29.
Don't think about the numbers.
Think about the quality.
Yes, I'll think about the numbers.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to answer with such zeal.
I'm ready for the Streamlabs.
Should I just read them? Who's going to read them?
Oh, I can read them too if you like.
Yeah, John, we haven't heard your voice in a while.
We doing supers first?
Nope. Streams.
Streams.
I think we said it like a few times.
Streams. I'm sorry. I'm octopus.
He's looking at
Army.
Austin. He's looking at Austin Butler.
I'm looking at a lot of stuff over here. Hey, we got Steven, or Stefan if you prefer, kicking us off over here. Thank you for chiming in. Just booked Back to the Future IMAX with the release of that and Jaws IMAX. Which classic film, 80s and earlier, would you love to see in IMAX? I would love to see Once Upon a Time in the West or Towering Inferno. Big love from the UK.
I would love to time travel back in time to 2 weeks ago and actually use my ticket I bought for Jaws and watch it instead of forgetting it in the midst of shooting something and being like, wait, I think I was supposed to see Jaws a couple hours ago.
That hurts
That's
me.
my answer.
That's very sad.
His question wasn't about the specific movies. It was any movie.
What movie would you want to see in an IMAX re-release that's like converted for that? He said 80s, but I think
80s
you have
and
free.
earlier.
That was the specificity.
Since you
yes.
lack media, since you have media literacy
Yeah.
here.
When's
we
time?
don't- What is a sequel?
World War II, 80s.
80s or earlier.
I'm gonna go Lethal Weapon in IMAX. I think the action comedy in IMAX is really special, and I feel like that movie is so important to me. And I've only ever seen it in theaters once, and that was because I ran a projection booth and I just played my Blu-ray. But I'd love to see it like projected correctly. So yeah, Lethal Weapon.
Oh man, no, Terminator 2. Why have they not done a Terminator 2
That's
IMAX?
actually really surprising.
Terminator 2 is the sound, the music, and the picture. It's everything.
The saxophone from Lethal Weapon and the big screen. Come on.
Oh, no.
Him saying, I'm too old for this shit on the real
big.
booming.
He's oversized, too old for this
He
shit.
is way too
He is
old.
largely
He seems
too old
even
for this shit.
older.
Every wrinkle on Danny Glover's 50-year-old face.
That's my answer. What's next? We beat the timer.
Yeah, we did.
Hell yeah.
But I appreciate the question. And Back to the Future on IMAX, well worth it.
Killing the game.
Highly
Next
recommend
up,
it.
We got Dan V900. Dan V's got
Hey,
a
Dan,
couple.
here every week, and so is Steven.
Crushing it.
Now, Dan V does have a couple, so I can read them both. They're separated by a number of people, but I'll do both Dan's. Coy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here we go. Let me pull me in here.
Oh, yeah, we call the chat citizens now. We decided to do that when you weren't
Hey, guys.
around. Coy.
Oh, citizens of
We made a
Region Nation,
lot
they're
of choices
citizens.
when
A
you
big
weren't-
executive decisions
when
while
you
I was out there
when
getting
you
stabbed in the
weren't
head.
yeah.
This angle is way less pretty than it could be.
Yeah, there's
due
some
to-
light missing on John's face. He's
due
too
to-
pretty.
Due to technical issues. All right, here we go. So we got Dan V900. Coy, not with you on Peterson's BVS because I read the script by Akiva Goldsman. It's bad.
Oh, no.
Dick, Alfred, and Gordon were already dead. Bruce was retired for 5 years. Clark divorced Lois. It starts with Bruce's wife getting killed at their wedding.
light on John.
It's a lot. It's a lot, Coy. Dan V goes on to say, this is a... Okay. Dan V's second thing is unrelated. So do we want that,
answer that.
right now or not? All right. Yeah, talk about the freaking... you're on camera. Do you care, Alex? You're
Now she's been doxxed.
You're visible.
Everyone knows our location and Alex's face.
There we go. This is a cool angle.
I was trying to hold a light on John. It didn't work out. I did not really, and no disrespect to Mr. Goldsman, who I'm sure is watching. I did not realize it was an Akiva Goldsman script. That does tarnish a bit of my Wolfgang Peterson hype. I think Akiva Goldsman and I see superheroes fundamentally differently. That does sound like Bummer City. So if I'm going to say I don't want things to feel like an Elseworld to the level of not getting my characters, that certainly qualifies. So that does drop it well below Gladiator 2 Christ Killer, which I think is the champion of the day.
Sounds to me like Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 would have been way better than this Akiva Goldsman shit.
Colin Farrell's Batman.
That doesn't matter. Ben Affleck as Batman did.
He is a great Batman.
Change a lot for a lot of people.
He's a great Batman too.
Just because you get a hulking, good-looking guy, a good actor to play Batman, doesn't mean you're going to get a good movie, Coy.
He's no Will Arnett.
He's no George Clooney.
Actually, Lego Batman's pretty great
Never
on the
leave a
list of
cave.
Batman movies. Like that's up there.
Bruce, it's me, Barbara. Favorite line. Favorite discovery.
I love that in the first 20 minutes you're like, wait, is this movie awesome? And then about 40 minutes in, you're like, I'm having a way better time. And I was like, you don't know how long this goes. And by an hour and a half, you're like, please let it stop.
Yeah, it
and
was
we
like-
were struggling the last
It
half
just
hour.
wouldn't end.
I've never walked out of a reaction.
That is truly the never-ending story.
That was rough.
What's next?
All right. We'll go in chronological order here. Hey, gang. There we go. Back
This
in
is the actual thing. If you open up my document, this is the one that is actually at the very, very top of my list.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Here we go then. Yeah. Dimani has this to say. Thanks for chiming
This
in.
is the one.
Alita Battle Angel
Yep.
needs a sequel.
That's the one.
one?
That's the one that I think World War Z is probably the most surprising in terms of how much money.
Yeah.
But the one that I think is truly the most championed is this one.
Dude, I would love
Please
it.
read it for some more time. I interrupted there.
I would be thrilled about it. Okay. Let's
They should just cast
Because
the
he
girl-
could fucking make it in his his bedroom or something, right? Doesn't he have
Still
like
has
he
like
has
the whole town that they shot.
he has
that
everything
backlot,
there
yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And that's another one that has exponentially shot up in popularity. I don't think it's a perfect film. I don't even know if I think it's a great film. I know a lot of people love it, but I remember thinking it was a lot of fun. But it is certainly something that I think they could make a sequel. I don't know why they haven't done it. And I feel like they could make something stronger. It sets up for a sequel. Edward Norton has a cameo at the end to play the big baddie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's all I really remember.
I think that's why I saw it.
I don't remember the actual plot or who lives, but I do know that Edward Norton was set up to be a bad guy in the second one, and it's got a world of manga to pull from. Yeah, this is one that I feel like audiences would truly actually show up for because it has become much more beloved.
They could just cast the girl from Alien Earth to save on budget. She looks just like that girl.
Or you just use the same girl who's already still alive and working and doing
Didn't
interviews.
they CGI? Is her face not? Isn't she CGI?
Rosa Salazar's face is augmented with CGI, but it's like a mocap performance.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like
Okay.
they mocapped her and then they took her eyes and like made them huge.
Keep Rosa Salazar. She was great. I liked that movie. I remember liking it, but I don't remember the movie. So
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
And he goes on to say he saw Tron Ares in 3D, and he
Yes.
said that he fell more in love with AI after it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. The propaganda worked.
Best IMAX in the world.
Yeah.
Also need a Roxy stream. Love her and Tara so much, and of course, mostly everyone else.
Tune in next
Watch you guys
Friday.
say that. Well, yeah, Roxy didn't want to do a stream, so they doing a pre-tape instead.
Mostly everyone else means someone's not included.
That's true.
Dude, they
John-
don't like Michael.
Yep. Greg secretly hates Michael.
They don't like Michael Tesla.
Secretly.
All right. Thank you so much, Dimani.
That's right.
Chip Crisper. Hey, guys. Comic question for Coy.
Hey.
Have you started DC KO, and do you think that the heroes who have to kill other heroes as well as villains for the power will have some sort of PTSD in their story arcs following the event?
I think DCKO is going to be ending in a way, and I don't know this. This is just me inferring as a fan. I know nothing about the next 6 months of editorial. I think it's going to end in a way that's going to absolve them narratively, so it doesn't affect too much of the overarching story. I think so far it's done a really good job having a psychological effect on characters in canon, and the way it's setting up is really smart and fun. But I think if the book, if an event like this lasts too long, it starts to wear on continuity and it starts to wear on other stories. So I think it'd be short-sighted for this to go on after the books for too long. I think that was a big part of Krakoa's issue, is it felt weird that it wasn't affecting other books because it was such a big thing for X-Men. And then Krakoa itself was such a long title, it started to wear on Krakoa. So I think KO is going to be really tight in its ending. I think it'll have ramifications. There will be consequences, but I don't think the psychology of the characters should affect their own books after the event.
And the event being a massive fighting tournament of 36 heroes orchestrated by a time-traveling team known as the Quantum Quorum.
Yeah, Doomsday comes back, and he's a timekeeper, and all the villains had to fight each other. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah,
Sweet.
as a Mexican man in a Jamie Foxx whiteface movie.
All right, Chip Crisp.
Thank you.
for your contribution to the convo. Steven is back.
I'm here, Steven.
There was a rumor for Pinhead to appear at the end of Freddy versus Jason,
That's cool.
which would have been epic. To set up a sequel with Hellraiser versus Freddy versus Jason, which would have been epic.
Pinhead, I think, makes more sense as someone who doesn't know the Hellraiser franchise, but it's called Hellraiser. It makes more sense considering the lore with Freddy and Jason. I could see how more naturally weaves in. I just don't feel like it'd be anywhere near as fun or as appealing, honestly. I don't know. I think people would mainly opt for Ash Williams over Pinhead.
I think Ash gives you way more to work with.
There's more dynamics.
Because like if you add Michael, you just have another silent hulking guy, and if you add Pinhead, like he's the lord of an otherworldly realm. Like Freddy might be able to. I think you could make a fun office comedy where like Pinhead's trying to get shit done, and then Freddy's annoying him the whole day.
I could, yeah.
That is more of the speed.
I think that one would actually be a Freddy and Jason versus Pinhead.
I guess so. It's like the nature of Pinhead doesn't, to me, really lend itself to this kind of movie.
You don't know that.
There are a lot of Hellraiser sequels I have not seen, so.
Yeah, and I've seen none of the Hellraisers.
Watch the
I've
first
just
two,
seen
they're
enough
great.
videos and other people talk about Hellraiser. It's
OG
like Lord of the Flies.
The OG Hellraiser is like out of every classic 80s horror movie franchise, it is the one that lives up to the like what you thought it was going to be in terms of like being dark and twisted and gruesome.
Never seen any Hellraiser.
Oh, Coy, those are totally your type of movies.
Oh yeah, it sounds like.
You should also
gore
watch the
and-
Terrifier movies too.
Yeah, Tara had a great time sitting out in the hallway, staring into the middle distance to recover.
It's a big act.
Every time I walked in, Tara was actively recovering from
She
Terrified.
just wanted attention.
It worked. I was worried for her.
Yeah. And Tara will do anything to get attention.
Tara will do anything for a buck.
Tara will do anything to be like, oh, well, look at me. My car broke down. She slashed her own tires.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep giving myself COVID.
Sociopath, that Tara.
Just huffing people on the street, just
What else
breathing
we
that
got?
air in.
Alrighty, after that we have, the laws that made us.
Chris
with
Whamoff!
a very generous.
Wham off!
Very generous contribution. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, dude.
Delightful human.
Chris says, when I was a little boy, my grandfather bought me a cute little toy.
When I
Just
was
joking.
a little bitty boy.
When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy.
Do you know what that's
Just
from?
joking.
Nope.
That is
Hellraiser?
That is yeah.
You don't want to know what kind of toy that was.
That is from a Chuck Berry song.
Oh, yeah.
It's called My Ding-a-ling.
My ding-a-ling, my
I think
ding-a-ling.
we're back to Hellraiser.
Want you to
Sounds like I'm
play
making a
with
joke,
my
but I
believe you.
ding-a-ling.
Yeah, the 50s Chuck Berry, all right.
So a Chuck Berry song called My Ding-a-ling.
All right.
Chuck Berry is a known perv. Is a known, feral cat. All right.
Hey, he deserves a comeback.
He deserves it.
He should do the score
not
for Baby
problematic.
Driver too.
Yeah.
Now there's the crossover. Get him to the Greek
Boogaloo.
Baby Driver.
Get
Put
the baby to
those
the
actors
Greek.
together.
Get Baby to the Greek. He needs some advice from Russell Brand. All right. Dan V's back.
We should. That is the future where we get all the canceled people to
Just in one big movie. It's like
Cancel verse.
it's like Adam Sandler's Grown Ups for assholes. Just like put all the people. Everyone, let's go to Hawaii and make a movie about going to the park.
That'd be so funny.
Make like a Hollywood Suicide Squad where you have some kind of like ensemble picture of deplorable people that you need like only actors we hate to play.
Just douchebags go to NRA convention. They're all
Yeah.
just like hanging out at like a strip ball.
It's like,
I'd watch.
Hell with Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy,
It'll-
and yeah.
It'll be the widest audience with everyone there being like, "Look, I'm not racist. I brought my minority friend with me today.
I'm not racist, but I'm pretty glad these whites are making movies again.
Look, I got a brown-looking guy here. I don't know what brown he is,
But I
he's
got my
brown.
friend here.
So he makes up for a lot of races today.
He's with me, right? Tell him you're with me. Tell him you're with me.
I hired him. He works with me, so I'm not racist.
All right, Dan V900's back.
It's same stand.
My ding-a-ling, thank you so much. Laws that made us.
Yes.
Chris Mam. Oh my God, I forgot. I made all this shit about trying to find your Instagram. Then you finally sent me a message. I didn't reply. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Wow.
I just remember right now. I could have waited till after and said that, but
It's okay.
I say it on air to keep myself
It's okay,
keep myself
G.
accountable.
It's all right, because we're going to move on to Dan V Part 2.
I only respond to what is pertinent at this moment in time.
It's a problem I have too.
It's a problem that everyone has with me.
76 missed text messages.
Yes. I too have issues with this. All right.
John's my favorite, so respond in bundles. He'll get back to you with the last 5 messages you sent him, and I'm always grateful.
I have a fixation like that where I'm like, I got to talk about it. I got to do everything. All right. Anyway, Dan V, here we go. I want my Nice Guys sequel.
That's one on my list.
The Benioff
Oh,
and Weiss
course.
Star Wars Knights
Yeah.
of the Old Republic trilogy is something I wanted just to get something from the Knights of the Old Republic era. But the Game of Thrones ending. Then Alien by Blomkamp wiping out 3 on where Weaver and Bean would have done it. That is the conclusion of the comment.
Well, the Blomkamp one, I really thought the Blomkamp one was about to get, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, it
about
was
to
so
get made.
close.
It seemed
Like
like,
they
it
were
was
putting out
actually
proof.
about to happen.
And like Sigourney Weaver was talking about publicly.
Yeah. Nice Guys 2.
That's just a shame. Like, it's just a crime.
It's a shame for Shane.
Yeah, it's just a shame, Black.
It's never gonna come though. I don't think it actually grew enough in It's like it's definitely gotten more popular.
It's the film bro movie to talk about getting a sequel. That doesn't equal the
Yes,
populace.
You said the right words because it's grown in the film community a lot. But I don't for what it costs to put that kind of film together.
And it's so good. And then like his most recent movie is straight to DVD or straight to streaming.
Yeah.
So like that doesn't bode well for anything happening.
The Nice Guys is a great film.
It's incredible. One of my favorite comedies ever made. Easily. So good. I'm with you.
I like it more than Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Koi.
That's okay.
And Heat has unnecessary dramatic storylines that weigh down the pacing of the movie.
We both like The Matrix, Greg. It's okay. We've got an anchor.
Do we?
Do we?
Maybe my opinion's changed.
I was gonna say,
We do the rewatch and just shit on it the whole time.
quick, which Matrix is the best?
Does he even
Resurrections.
know Kung Fu? Is there a spoon?
Wow, he just doesn't even need to learn fucking Mary Sue over here. Just gets a goddamn little typing.
Gary
downloaded
Sue
all
plugs
right to
himself
his
into the
brain.
Matrix.
Mr. Anti-AI over here
I'd be the one
is all in
too.
support of a guy getting a
I'd be the one if I could download all knowledge immediately into my
fucking
brain.
Kung Fu prompted the whole time, and you're like, oh, I hate AI.
Alex
Yeah.
is smart to stop us.
Anyway, what's next?
All right, next up we got we got Damani back again. X-Men 3 before Brian left for Superman Returns.
Whoa, what was that movie going to be?
It was going to
Yeah.
be natural disasters happening. Revealed to be Jean and the X-Men. No.
What?
Revealed to be Jean, and the X-Men fight her, and eventually she decides to leave Earth after regaining control. Emma Frost was a villain, too. No cute storyline. We were robbed.
A true Phoenix movie, which they set up with X-Men 2 and going to space and setting up the cosmic side of X-Men. That's such a special opportunity lost. And I think those first two X-Men are really special. So it is tarnished by how I feel like the X-Men franchise more than most is like so many peaks and valleys. Because I think of it strongly and positively, but it did spawn X-Men 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I liked New Mutants more than most, but a lot of people don't like it. But it definitely had like a lot of highs and lows, and I think X-Men 3 is a low.
It's at crossroads with itself.
Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants to be, so it tries to be everything.
Yeah, I think they got the worst person to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think Brett Ratner. This is before he was even canceled. He had never done anything that remotely speaks to the sensibilities of X-Men.
Right.
There's like no real voice to it. It is like getting a guy who's going, yeah, they got powers, right?
Yeah. Action? Cool. Action movie?
Yeah. It is not something that he's never done anything that remotely hinted at having thematic understanding of what X-Men really was about. I don't know why he was a replacement. It was just because he was popular.
Yeah, I think he was just big at the time. Maybe he had like an overall deal with Fox.
Yeah, it was a terrible replacement choice.
Yeah.
Because I can understand Bryan Singer not coming back, but there were other options. Like Wolfgang Peterson,
He would have been great.
George Miller.
They were ready. They wanted it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn.
All right,
that would have been all right.
We actually got a couple more Streamlabs in here.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
gonna close them out. All right, we got
Can't do that.
we got KG. This one you guys are gonna have fun with. Speaking of rap, ready?
Some of them are you
heard the man.
Speaking of rap, could y'all give us your top 5 rappers of all time?
Jesus.
Mine goes
Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, the guy from 8 Mile, B Rabbit, and Macklemore.
and Rap Boy. Oh no, there you go, Macklemore.
Whose are his?
His, let's see. KG says, mine goes 5 Wayne, 4 Lupe Fiasco, 3 Andre 3000, 2 Kendrick Lamar, 1 Eminem.
Oh, good.
Though Kendrick is looking to usurp with the current run.
No. I don't see myself in Kendrick.
Man, this is hard. Tupac's number 1 for me, confidently. Eminem's number 2 for me. But then it gets hard. Kendrick, I think, has become a number 3 for me. So Tupac, Eminem, Kendrick. 4, I don't know if it counts, but Wu-Tang, like as an entity, as a movement, and like their impact. If I've got to pick one member, I'd say Method Man, but I'm going Wu-Tang as an entity for 4. And then 5, only got 1 left. I'm going to go... You know, I don't like party rappers.
Wow. Some people are in the chat are going to pile you for
Yeah,
that one.
and there's a big pile. I think Wayne is one of the best freestylers because he doesn't write down his stuff, but I don't re-listen often. I think for enjoyment, like if it was a party rapper, I'd say Donald Glover's a better party rapper than Biggie, but I don't want to have Donald as my fifth. I think fifth, either Nas or The Game. The Game's my favorite West Coast rapper since Tupac, but I'm a West Coast bias. Nasir, I think, is genius. I think Nas is incredible. Busta Rhymes, honorable mention. So yeah, one of those. Those 4 count, and then 5 is a mixed bag.
All right.
Nice.
And B Rabbit.
Not bad, Coy. And B Rabbit.
John Cena.
John Cena, yeah.
He's actually platinum.
The Bears, when they did the touchdown boogie.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the best, top 5 rappers.
This is actually the hardest question I've ever been asked. That was a real struggle.
This is a very hard question. I was trying to think of what mine could be.
I came up with my answers pretty fast.
You
That's
did,
true. You were
did.
ready. You've thought about it, clearly.
Yeah.
You were at the ready.
I was going to say.
Very well thought out.
Aesop Rock, Killer Mike, LP, Little Sims, Kendrick, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll go there.
I like that. It's very John list.
It's very John. It's a very John list. All right. And we have the laws.
Pretentious answers.
There's Eminem.
G-Eazy. Top 5. G-Eazy. Okay. Anyway, the laws that made us back in action.
No way.
This is good. I just read about Chuck Berry. I had no idea. My bad. I will limit my choices to
No,
90s
dude, you're
music
good.
from now on. You can still quote Chuck Berry, all right? He's fine. He's dead.
He did Johnny Be Good.
He did Johnny Be Good.
Great song.
He's a part of rock. He's the original separate the art from the artist. He is half of rock history and
No, all those
did a
guys
lot
are
of messed up
separated.
stuff.
All of them are.
All them
That's been
are
today's
now.
theme. We thought today was about sequels. No.
Musicians are way more separate art from the artist than 90% of actors and actresses, especially actresses.
yeah, I
Most
guess
actresses
so.
aren't problematic
That's true.
unless you're Amber Turd
Ah!
or Blake Lively.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah, she did something.
Or Blake Turd.
Yeah, Blake Turdley.
Anyway.
Yeah, fucking bitch. I hate her.
Hey, don't
for
worry.
that thing.
Johnny Depp's starring in a new Christmas Carol adaptation, so everything is fine.
Oh, hey, hell yeah.
And and we can all forget that was a horrible, horrible situation. Anyway, we want to get to the super chats. Anyone excited for some super chats?
I am. I
Get
think we're making a good
super
time.
chat.
Or can we keep talking about Johnny Depp and Amber
Chris
Heard?
Whamoff, baby. Thank you
Chris-
for
You're
the
an
super
angel.
generous chat, Streamlabs, man.
Super
Thank you.
wham off. All right, here we go. We're going to start at the top.
I got this.
All right, you got it?
No. I'm just here to listen.
All right, Clayton Crook.
Clayton, what's up, buddy?
That's up, Clayton. Clayton has this to say.
Uh-huh.
Where did y'all stream the Dark Knight IMAX ratio?
It's a Blu-ray.
And it took a while to find.
I mean, like, come on. Like,
I got you the right Blu-ray.
Do I really need to tell you how he streamed it? Like, come on.
Hooked up my Blu-ray player to the
Just
computer.
say
HBO
ExpressVPN is a really nifty thing to have on hand. All right.
It's out there.
You
can stream the IMAX.
help change your geographical location for certain situations when you are hunting down a certain file.
It took us so long that was a long shoot day.
Yeah, worth it though.
Worth it. My God. What
I
an
got
experience.
you the right file.
I knew there was a brotherhood. Took
There
a few years, but 2 weeks ago I realized, oh yeah, you treasure this IMAX quality on the television as much as I do.
I was so upset, dude. It was so angry
It's like,
immediately.
it's not the real version.
No, this isn't the movie.
Yeah, it's not.
Why am I watching? It's like a pan and scan from the 90s when they'd don't give me the
But
shit.
no, legit, the Blu-ray it has the 4K
Yeah.
automatically.
And that's how it is. That's the movie.
But
That's
yeah,
how
you,
it should
you
be.
can't stream it,
Yeah,
but you can find it.
You can plug in your Blu-ray player.
Yeah, that's what we do. We have a Blu-ray player here.
Just have to
Right,
ready.
we're getting
Put it on the TV.
notice.
Watch it.
All right. Thank you, Clayton Crook, and I hope that was helpful. My Unc, Rana Navarre.
Hey,
Here
buddy,
we go.
here every week.
What's up, my Unc? All right. Hey, Greg and Coy. What's your reaction to the Wonder Man trailer? Are you happy with the meta twist? With the meta twist where Simon is auditioning to play Wonder Man? Were you happy about that?
Yeah, it's like the studio, but late.
Oh, yeah.
I think they shot it first.
I know. And that's why they decided to release it because the studio is doing
so well.
They're like, let's wait.
We got one. We got one of those.
Maybe we don't need to pave the way. We just need to follow.
I actually didn't watch the trailer because Yaya's in it, so I was already in.
I haven't seen the trailer either.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, I know I was gonna watch it, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is one of my favorite actors working. So like,
I heard they're releasing all of it at once.
are they?
That's why I heard. It's not confirmed yet, but
And they moved it to January, right?
They moved it to January, supposedly because that's how well it did during WandaVision time. I'm so happy they moved it. There's so much coming
December's
out.
insane.
Yeah. I mean, they also know they got fucking like Stranger Things and Fallout
Don't
coming
compete
out.
with the biggest month of the year for TV.
They are going to get, like, no one's going to talk about Wonder Man.
And so much of the marketing at Marvel is the conversations. It was very smart from like a YouTube perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for like zeitgeist perspective.
That's what I mean. Like that's how you fuel the conversation, though. Is like, and I think it would have gotten drowned out altogether.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited for the show, so I didn't watch the trailer because I don't need hype. I think Yaya is one of the most interesting people I've had conversations about art with. So him in the Marvel universe has me excited. I hope it does well because Marvel TV hasn't done as well, and I really hope they don't dump it in 1 week. But I'm excited either way, and I'm there, so I didn't need the trailer.
Heck yeah, gang. I still need to watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Also, yeah, cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Hitting the time. All right, next up we got Jose. Don't worry about it. Yo, looking good, Coy. Greg, when do we get to see the long walk wreck you? Wreck you, G.
Where's my compliment? This is why I want to get Bane body.
You look good. When are you doing more work?
When you gonna cry for me, baby?
Hey, watch the torture.
No, pussycat, come on.
Look better with some tears in your face.
If you think he's included, Charlie just said that you're his Wonder Man.
Oh. I like that compliment for
yeah.
Greg. Good.
Good. Very good, Charlie.
Now he feels better.
Thank you, Charlie. Charlie's always riding for you
right,
in the
Charlie.
chat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Charlie
I
loves you.
I hope you ride for me when I'm Bane bodied.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd like to.
Waiting on it.
You think this compliment gives you power over?
I was born in the protein, molded by it. I didn't taste carbs till I was a man.
The Long Walk. I don't know if we're gonna do that anytime soon because not many people watched it. And I don't want to prioritize something that a lot of people aren't interested in right now because I'm a little tired, honestly.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I liked it.
And we're also trying. I also reconfigured the schedule to take down some uploads. So like trying to do a little less. And we also have to prepare for the influx of we don't know what Stranger Things is going to be like. Like we don't know when if we're going to get screeners. We don't know for sure. We cannot do a 4-person group thing. So then when Tara and Andrew eventually shoot that's going to fuck the upload schedule up to some more. and then they also release VODs a lot earlier now. Like Predator Badlands will probably come out earlier. Wicked 2 might come out earlier as opposed to the normal theatrical windows. So we just don't know. And that's why I'm like, we have to kind of
Breathe.
just stick to some real big priorities right now because we don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, but thank you for your interest in me crying some more.
Thank you, Jose. It's very much
I appreciate it. I haven't cried on camera in a while. Trying to not make a
Try not to make it happen.
try not to be a fucking pussy anymore. That's why I'm gonna get a Bane body.
So when I cry, I'm just making moisture for my muscles.
And all you kids
That's
out
the
there,
creatine secreting from my eyeballs.
and all you kids out there who feel free to express your emotions, because I have, will knock you off.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
periodically and only when approved by the audience.
Also, I'm adding MF Doom to my top 5. Hell yeah. All right. Anyway, we got to move on. We
No, we
got Campfire.
I'm here.
With a double whammy. Double whammy. All right. Hey, Greg and Coy. Just want to say a great job to you guys and the gang.
Are you reading the chat, Coy? Yeah. Oh, you are? You're not engaging with me, Coy.
What are you giggling about, Coy? You having too much fun over here.
I'll look at the chat.
No, I'm here, Greg. I'm engaged.
Stop having fun. All right. Hey, Greg and Coy. Just want to say great job to you guys and the gang.
I don't think this is the best example of it.
Fans since 2021, and I will continue to be past this comment.
John's been talking this whole time?
We don't have headphones, so we can talk over you more because
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
you can
hear
do
it.
whatever you
We
want.
don't hear it as much.
The funny is that I hear you guys so loud and clear, so then Alex will give me a note off screen. I have
Like,
no idea.
and what's also funny is John is only about 5 feet away, but I'm still talking
I
to
know.
Greg.
You guys, it's good. It's good. Hey, been a fan, and
That's so
great
cool.
job to you guys in the gang since 2021. I will stand on this that Andrew Garfield deserves a third Spider-Man movie. Would you like to see that still? And how would you write the story for it if it was your guys' movie?
I wrote it earlier.
Coy pitched a very crazy version that only serves Tom Holland's storyline more than anything else.
It grows the two of them in a way that is guaranteed to make money and moves past and through No Way Home.
You think they should acknowledge No Way Home?
Yes.
Like past the ending of their movies?
Yes. It happened.
I don't know.
No Way Home happened. Why would you not acknowledge a movie that happened?
I mean, at the
It made $1 billion.
I mean, when you start the movie, I understand acknowledging it, but at the end of the movie, I feel like we should just not concern ourselves with the.
They're not going to
multiverse.
get their own new movies without the Tom Holland tie-in.
I know.
So why would you not have that open the film, have them go back in the universes, have adventures we've always wanted to see, and then at the end give us a Sinister Six?
Look, I'm going to totally pivot this question.
Okay.
To say Sadie Sink is, I think, a truly under-recognized talent.
I am so worried she's not going to be used well in Brand New Day. I'm very confident in that film, but I'm very worried that we want. I hope she's a big enough character for her talent.
I think it used to be Hopper was my second favorite character, but I'm pretty confident it is her character.
Who's your favorite character?
You know, that's the most cliche answer you can give.
11. Oh, Joe Keery's my favorite character.
Steve's hair.
Steve's my favorite character.
Joe Keery's pretty great.
So yeah, he's my comfortable number 1. I think Hopper's my number 2.
Who's your 3?
Joyce.
No one says Joyce.
Alarm goes off. It might be Sadie Sink.
Oh yeah, I think she's.
I think she's my
incredible.
number 3. Yeah.
And The Whale, I felt like she didn't get enough credit for her performance in The Whale.
I haven't seen The Whale.
She's so good. She's so good.
Hell yeah, the whale.
I think.
All right.
I think sometimes because she's part of the Stranger Things young actors that she's kind of just lumped in there as
Yeah.
one of them. But no, I think she's a total. I think there's a reson why they like pivoted season 5
To
be
make
like, we
it
should
about her.
really like hyper magnify her. For
I
a
think
reason.
what's her name? The other young redheaded actress from It is also incredible.
Yeah, she like kind of vanished for a while.
Yeah,
huh?
she was in the fucking. It was supposed to be a franchise starter with Dungeons and Dragons, and
She's in that.
yeah, she's like the Elfling.
All I remember is Chris Pine.
I mean, he's very attractive.
I remember liking that movie. What's
Movie's
next
so
on her?
good.
Yeah.
Justice for Sophia.
That should get a fucking
Sophia
sequel.
Lilith.
That should get a
fucking
sequel. Dungeons
for
and Dragons
sure.
should get
It
a
is
sequel.
so franchisable,
Yeah.
and it started so well.
I don't know if it grew.
Did
but
not-
again, it's part of this new era of movies that just
It
don't
got
grow in
dumped on
popularity.
streaming.
Oh,
There's
so
so much
amazing.
coming out. There's no time for it to become pop culture zeitgeist.
Exactly.
There's
yeah.
too much.
Let me see what our reaction got in views.
7.
7 views.
I'll read the next question. Okay, so
All right.
all right. Blind Waves got 4.
Do this immediately. Don't though.
Look, Blind Waves got 425,000 views. Ours got 247,000 views. I'm going to kill myself now knowing this information.
We got half Blind Wave.
No, I'm saying like that is and Blind Wave when it comes to specific like the more pure geekdom side, I think Blind Wave's a lot more associated in this. To me, it's a big testament. Like we're not known for fucking Dungeons and Dragons
Right.
here, and we got 250K views
That's a
on
pretty
that.
big
that's
impact.
pretty big, yeah.
And the movie's great.
We should play on camera.
And like
Yeah.
everyone's doing it.
that's the reason it got that many views is because people love that movie, not
Right.
because of us. It's because they love that movie that they wanted to watch us love that
With
movie.
them. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Well, all right, gang. Thank you for the love. Campfire's back. Also, is it possible for the gang to react to We Live in Time?
No.
Would love to see it.
No.
John, Andrew,
Oh,
or Roxy.
I don't have to be in it. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
would love
do
to see John and Andrew or Roxy reaction to it, or anyone who hasn't seen it yet. So actually, that could include you if you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't want to see it yet. Probably not ever. What is this movie?
We
Andrew
Live in
Garfield.
Time, it's like a sci-fi drama, isn't it?
Is this so Julia Roberts?
Oh no, this is
Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh.
This is an up-and-coming chef. And
Oh,
a
where
recent-
they do it?
Yeah, they do it.
Oh yeah, I want to react to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good
And that horse
crime
from the
movie.
poster.
Maybe down the road I'll react to it.
After unusual encounter.
They didn't say they'd love to see you react.
Specifically said, and anyone else.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but Alex just said they specifically they didn't say they
Not
want to see you
Greg.
react
Not
to it.
Greg.
Parentheses,
Maybe
not Greg.
you're not as significant to
So,
this process as you think
How
you
about
are.
you take that
Greg.
vacation, Greg? Not Greg.
No homers.
You know who doesn't live in time? Greg Alba.
You don't live in my timeline, at least. Yeah, a talented
We need
chef.
to get
and a
we need to
recent
get Alex and Mike now.
divorcee fall in love.
Just
and
for
build the
sass.
home they
Yeah.
dreamed of. Dude. Well,
What's next on here, man?
we got it.
But that's a maybe down the road, perhaps.
I added it to the list.
Hell yeah. Kenya King is
I just like to say
next.
no does not set expectations, and I don't want to Feige you.
Or you just green light a
I'm
bunch of
just
shit and
like
then
you
take it
never
off the
know.
schedule.
No, maybe. Yeah.
Long
never
walk
know
could
what
be
the
next week.
future
Could be 10
holds.
years from now.
Perhaps
Dude, Stanley Yelnats.
consideration. Yep. Take your money now.
All right. Kenya King.
Harry Styles in credit scene. Sure.
I watched the Blade 2, and thank you, Kenya, for chiming in. I watched the Blade 2 reaction on this channel. What DCU character or project would you want Guillermo del Toro to do? His practical effects work. Mwah.
It's not DC. I've always opted for him doing a standalone Wolverine versus Hulk movie and Hulk with practical effects. That's been my dream of his. My dream for him, I should say. In terms of a DC character, God, it has to be a monster.
It's got to be like Swamp Thing.
It's got to be like Swamp Thing or Solomon Grundy or.
Grunty!
Grundy mentioned. Grundy mentioned.
Grundy mentioned!
It would be funny if he did the. If we did the live action like Frankenstein Bride for Creature Commandos.
I mean, it's kind of a weird one, but I think he'd do a good Hellblazer, like a good John Constantine. Like the magic and mysticism and world
You
building.
would do an amazing John
Yeah,
Constantine.
yeah. So that's I think that I'd love to see his world building for Constantine.
He would do an amazing job with that.
So yeah, that's my answer.
He's already like Constantine's cousin,
Yeah.
his Mexican cousin.
I mean, obviously. Robert Downey Jr.
It'd probably be Swamp Thing's the more obvious one.
It is the most, but I'm really excited for Mangold to do it. Mangold's doing Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I know, but you're more excited for. I'd be more excited for Del Toro to do it.
I would be too.
Oh, really? I feel like Mangold, like, he's so passionate. He was yelling, like, the day that they announced the DCU, he was like, let me in.
Most underrated Mangold movie. Go.
Underrated? 3 Yuma.
Good job. That's a good choice.
We could stay friends.
Stay friends, brother.
Okay, good. Check it in, brother. IMAX 310 to Yuma. Movie's so fucking good. It, like, really
Mine
is.
is my personal one's Identity.
Oh, really?
I
With Pa
actually-
Kent in it.
I actually
The
expected
guy that
a
plays Pa
different
Kent was the
answer.
killer in Identity.
Yeah. Fruit Tail
Oh
Vince.
yeah, I was thinking of Kevin Costner.
Ah,
That's my Pa Kent.
I'm surprised you didn't mention
Not
it.
my Pa Kent.
Hashtag Hollywood Pa Kent.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't recommend name a different movie by this guy.
James Mangold.
Yeah, there's another
Walk
movie.
the Line is not
I know.
underrated.
I did not walk the line.
The one I'm in?
There's one I know you like of his that I have a couple other friends who think is underrated.
I did
too.
I did stunts on a James Mangold movie.
What James Mangold movie has James Night and Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I did stunts on.
That's a good
I
one.
got kicked in the chest by Tom Cruise
What?
Oh, yeah.
in the cafe scene when they like come and get Cameron Diaz out.
I haven't seen Night and Day.
I got kicked in the chest by Tom Cruise.
He spit in my mouth.
Did he? I don't know what you do on weekends, Greg. Sometimes you gotta live.
Hey, if
So I
Tom
was
Cruise
doing-
wants to spit in your mouth, you
What
just
is
Tom Cruise spit in
to
your
his
mouth.
back? Yeah.
I mean, I got no job. Literally, I said it with the
I
enthusiasm.
was like, I do
before
my
you.
own stunts. You can spit in my mouth.
Well, anyway.
Now you got 10,000 more Thetans every spit.
Oh,
On live. Cool.
we got that.
Oh, I thought Tom Cruise spit in his mouth.
Tom Cruise, man. Tom
Oh, I
Cruise.
thought he just said you.
Oh, I spit in his mouth. Oh, yeah.
No,
Eyes
no,
Wide
no,
Shut
no,
2.
no.
That's
Tom,
the sequel
Tom
Greg and I
Cruise spit in
make.
my
We
mouth.
got you covered.
I had to bend down for him to do it, but he did it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Oh, my. Hey, guys.
He's short.
Jaden Stevens.
We're at the end of the stream.
Welcome to this point in the stream.
We're in the end game now.
Hey, guys. Love the channel. Just wanted
Thanks.
to show some love watching you guys at
Thank you.
work. Keep
Thank
up
you.
the great work.
Oh, thank you. We could riff on this for a minute and a half. Yeah, you know, we think pretty highly of ourselves.
Yeah. We think whatever you're doing for work, not as important as what we're doing for work.
Clearly, because we wouldn't be able to fucking fuck off and listen to something else while we're doing
Surely
this.
not. Look at the importance of what we do.
I would love to listen to
right
a podcast while I'm
Must
doing
be nice.
a podcast.
Instead, I
but
gotta
it's
be
just not
engaged.
possible,
I gotta
man.
stay focused at all times. Here we are talking about movies for a living.
We did it.
We did it. Moving right along.
we did the minute and a half.
Thank you, Jaden Stevens.
Oh, no, that was good timing. Good timing.
All right, we
Good
got
time.
Dakota Jones.
Hey,
One
buddy.
Virus Effects up next. All right,
Another
Dakota
regular
says,
customer here.
George Miller's Justice League would have been nuts.
That it? That's all he
Yep,
says?
that's all
I
he
agree.
said.
I agree with him.
You know, it would have been nuts if they put Michael Keaton in there. Oh, wait. Let me
No
see if I
Armie
got
Hammer.
time to use this as an opportunity to talk about the original Batman 3 plan. Original Batman 3 plan. Michael Keaton was going to return against Scarecrow, and he was reportedly eyeing Nicolas Cage, whose fear toxin triggers visions. Okay, that was also going to be another one to trigger visions of Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman. Okay, no, this is wrong information.
Oh no, I'm reading
As I was
lies.
reading this, I was like, nope, this is wrong.
reading lies. These are
I got
lies.
this wrong.
I'm,
I got this. I don't know what the original plans are, but
we want to see
he
it.
definitely was making an original Batman 3 at one point, and then he got slowly pushed out. And I wrote down the wrong information.
Dude.
I have copied and pasted over the information for the Schumacher one into this paragraph.
R.I.P. Marlon Wayans Robin and freaking Billy D. Williams Harvey
Two-Face.
Dent.
We
yeah.
talked about that
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
fucking Harvey Dent was supposed to be in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. That's where Batman 8. What am I talking about? Of course, I read the comic. The Batman
The
89
whole
comic
basis
is
of that.
all inspired by Tim Burton's original plan, which was going to have Marlon Wayans as Robin.
He still gets residuals.
He still gets residuals
Like,
for
to
that.
this day, Marlon Wayans gets paid for that
And-
Robin role.
Oh yeah, and the 89 comic, they explored like the tougher neighborhoods of the lower class, where with the minorities of where Bruce Wayne had never ventured off into.
Yeah, the Narrows is like really expanded.
Yeah, and they show Harvey Dent. They lean into the fact that he's actually black. And we're gonna end it there.
Black. And I see. Well, bold.
Rang the black alarm. All right.
Don't talk about that.
about to get real
you're
racist.
gonna learn a certain crowd. You're just gonna get really mad.
no.
You're mentioning race right now.
Woke.
Somebody earlier in the chat when you guys were talking about Tarantino, Luke Cage, they were like, "Yeah, Luke Cage featuring
I can-
200 uses of the N-word."
I cannot imagine Tarantino being like, I'm gonna make a blaxploitation superhero film and it not just being the N-word movie.
wall to
Like that
wall.
would have been insane.
My dream would be Tarantino writes and Spike Lee directs.
People were saying Spike Lee, Luke Cage in the comments. So
Oh,
that would be sick.
But
be
Tarantino
incredible.
and Spike Lee hate each other.
I mean-
They've had some very public feuds.
This is the perfect place to be.
It all boils down to the same thing. I want to say the N word, and Spike
And
Lee
they're
gets
like,
mad
what?
at me for
No,
saying
you
the
can't
N-word.
say that. Like, and yeah.
No matter what, it's all no artistic integrity and
They should
freedom.
unite
I'm
over
like,
a Power
It's pretty
Man
much
movie.
you just saying you want to say the N word.
We wouldn't be talking about this if you didn't really seem to like doing that. Daniel Son is next. Daniel Son says, "Sup, guys?" So I don't know why people saying if Paramount buys WB, they have to reboot. No, they don't. Even if James Gunn is demoted or gets laid off, he hasn't established a villain or half the Justice League.
I think if Paramount buys Warner Brothers, that would be really good for everyone.
Yeah, I think it should be one studio. Like all of them.
Oh my gosh,
Just
there's
one.
so much money on my
And that way we just got
services.
to only email one person.
I have to turn on one channel.
That way, where there's a giant oversight where it's just like no real competition
One
or creativity
publicist for everything?
Yeah, you just hit up a person.
Yeah.
and their favorites get to work.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, we just call it the studio.
Excellent.
No one really knows. There's a lot of people doing videos on this.
It's insanely how dumb those videos are. Nobody knows shit. and
Nobody knows what's going to amount.
it's
to.
been very funny to watch people flail.
And I think if there's one thing I've learned in a lot of the things over the years is that even certain reputable newspaper outlets or media outlets They sometimes bullshit too, man.
Well, I think people see enough articles from idiots that they're like, well, it's a news story. And then they jump on it. And then it becomes a news story because enough people started talking about it. Like, there are people with active grudges against Warner Brothers that are like, I'm going to say the thing. And then real news outlets are like, oh, but he's making money off clicks.
Warner Brothers does get tossed around, though, huh?
To literally the most, like, this year's the best year WB's had in so long.
It's like Alex at a frat party, you know?
Yeah. The short sleeves, man. HR. She is HR.
Just see how far we can push the HR limit.
I'd like to report my boss to HR, me.
I have a confession to make. All right.
It's just Alex on hold with herself.
Aaron Koval. Thank you for chiming in, Aaron. Aaron says, hey, guys, when I first saw The Dark Knight Rises when I was 12, I've always seen Tom Hardy's Bane as an unintentional adaptation of Ubu rather than Bane.
That's an interesting idea. I've never thought of it that way, but I like that concept. I definitely think Tom Hardy just had a really strong vision for what Bane as a strongman would be. Like, his inspiration was so strongman, I could see how you are inspired by that. But I think it was a very conscious choice that shaped it. But I like this take.
You know what I don't like? Last night, when I was looking up Tom Hardy body stuff.
Sure.
I decided to go, because you had mentioned to me how he said he was inspired by Bartley Gorman for the voice.
Yes.
So then I listened to a Bartley Gorman video.
Sure.
That sounds nothing like Bane. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is Tom Hardy talking about?
Tom Hardy also, have you seen Locke? The single single actor movie.
That's a great movie.
He said that he was hanging out with this Welsh guy, and he was like, I really wanted to take his voice, blah, blah, blah. And then like a year later, he found out that guy wasn't Welsh. So like Tom Hardy will just be like, I'm gonna do this thing.
I don't think he has a good ear.
Yeah, I think he's got a great.
He's got a good mouth, but what he's hearing
What's
is
going on is not.
I'm like, this guy just sounds like a British dude.
Yeah,
who's fucking Bane.
Regular British guy.
Where did you get this idea? And then he's doing the Wired autocomplete interview with Andy Serkis.
Yeah,
and he's answering, and he's just like, then I heard Bartley Gorman say this, and he does his Bane voice. And I'm like,
that's not him at all.
Fucking. Then they played the clip of Bartley Gorman saying it, and I'm like, what are you talking about, man? You're full of shit, Tom Hardy.
I had
those traps are blocking your ears, boy.
Yeah, you can't hear over the traps. Sound gets in weird. I had a moment that you'll appreciate. Speaking of Tom Hardy's body, I was with a bunch of my friends at the used bookstore, the Iliad, and there's like a whole fitness section. And I'll wrap this story up quickly. A book was sticking out. And it was just the bottom of the book, and like this much was sticking out. And someone was like, "Oh, we should check that one out." And I was like, "Oh, it's a Tom Hardy book." And it was just his lower two abs that I recognized from like a whole aisle away. And I was like, "Oh, I think I love him too much. I think I'm way too aware of his body that I know his bottom two abs." Warrior, I think, is one of the best physiques of all time.
Yeah,
I think that's the dream for me.
The ideal body would be Brad Pitt's abs, Tom Hardy's traps, Halle Berry's boobs.
I'm gonna go Ryan Reynolds' abs in Amityville Horror.
Nice.
Tom Hardy's traps. Brad Pitt's pecs in Troy.
Oh, nice.
Because they were like the right volume without being too.
Which actor has good glutes?
Carl Weathers has great glutes. Carl Weathers' glutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Arnold's well proportioned at the time calves. Yeah, great calves. His pecs were too big for me. I don't think I'd fit in like doorways.
No, Arnold eventually leaned out.
Yeah.
But if he did that now, people would be like, he's sick, he's dying.
Yeah. Real.
It's
not
like
safe anymore.
He's not unnaturally massive.
He's fucking dying. What's going on?
He's only 230 pounds.
Hate to break it to you, Arnold in Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are very different physiques.
100%. That jacket's doing the work.
Alrighty. I couldn't find a picture of Carl Weathers' glutes, so we're moving on. Aaron Koval, thank you. We're moving to Dick Dude.
Duck dude.
Duck Dude. There's even a duck.
John was also thinking about Tom Hardy's abs. Moving on to Dick Dude.
I got Arnold's quads.
Oh,
and I got
man.
Carl Weathers' glutes, and I got freaking Tom Hardy's arms.
Picture of Carl Weathers' ass. All right, moving on to Dick Dude.
I'm looking for this voice guy. I don't know what's happening.
Rest
Anyway,
in peace, Carl. We love you.
I like the duck in your profile pic here. On the topic of never made sequels, as much as I like Tron Ares, I really would have loved a direct sequel with Sam and Quora have Ares be the bad guy and Tron saved from the sea of simulation in Legacy's Grid.
Look, I know Coy was like appalled by the Tron. The Tron.
I give one negative review and the whole internet loses their minds.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's fucking Tron, man. I don't really give a shit about this. I don't know who's going to be influenced by it. I feel like, but Tron's always kind of been a weird AI propaganda thing in a certain way.
It was about art made by humans. The Grid was a human construct. That was the beauty of it. It was artistry and computers.
And I think perhaps Tron Legacy is a cautionary tale about when AI can go too far.
Yeah. And then Tron Ares is just like, and it went too far. Tron Ares is just like, we lost the battle. Be like a pro Skynet movie. Like, what if we made Terminator 7 from Skynet's POV?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Jared Leto has some crazy skincare routine.
He
That's all
does,
I
dude.
know.
That man is pickled.
He does. He does look so young.
It's crazy.
I
He's
found out
50 something.
he's in his 50s.
Yeah, like deep 50s, not like 51. Like
he looks like creepy young.
he looks like 30 something.
Yeah, like
like
when people are
crazy.
like, "Oh, he's hanging out with young people, and
Oh,
young
yeah, that's
girls."
true.
I'm like, "What? What's
got his
weird
little
about that?"
virginal
And I
island.
find out he's like 50s. I'm like, "Oh yeah,
It is a little weird. Yeah,
yeah." When you find it, yeah,
it's like a grandpa.
But DiCaprio's a talent we like, so it's okay that
Yeah,
he
no,
bangs
different
18-year-olds.
ages.
Yeah.
25 versus 27.
It all depends on the talent.
It's true.
As long as he's talented,
Yeah.
And he's aging, which we appreciate.
but he still bangs 18-year-olds.
But he looks
Excellent.
older every year.
The mark of an American man.
That's the dick dude.
If
loves
I
it.
could have Ryan Reynolds' ass, DiCaprio's taste,
Leonardo DiCaprio's bank account. Dirk Diggler's dick dude.
DiCaprio's standards for a win.
Mark Wahlberg and Boogie Nights.
All right, we got Nick Alexander. Nick can't. We got
did
Dick D'Alexander. I am motherfucking tired of these motherfucking rumors regarding movies. Just wait for the trailer or casting announcements.
What are
You
you-
all rule.
What are we referring?
I don't know what he's talking about.
We were talking about movies that never got made.
I think just it's
Just general
a
upset at
general
rumors.
Thought.
All right. I too am upset at rumors sometimes.
Oh, probably because it was inspired by the Kylo Ren story.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a rumor if both the director and actor said it was.
There's no more mystique to Hollywood, man. We're not helping, but yeah, there's no more mystique to Hollywood.
I was wondering if that was subtext, but
It is kind of weird. Now you hear about all these. Like, no one was upset about this Kylo Ren movie not being made until one person opened his mouth. And suddenly it's like, I want that. Now I'm mad that I don't have it.
I think the show business side business won, but I think that's everything in late stage capitalism. Like McDonald's don't have like actual facades anymore. They're just gray slabs. I feel like the movie industry is the visual metaphor of like Starbucks and McDonald's looking like slate.
Totally.
Like we're just talking about the business side.
Like, I saw these salt and vinegar chips at the store recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, it's the weekday. I can't have any. I was so mad. Then I was like, I didn't want these until I saw the bag. Like,
Artistry.
when I left, I was like, I haven't been craving salt.
I no longer want them.
But
They're
I was
out of my
fucking
sight.
infuriated that I'm not going to have it.
Show business.
That's show business right now. It is.
Where's my bag of salt and vinegars I didn't know I wanted?
All right. Thank you, Dick D'Alexander. Dick, Darren, Dick Koval. Here we go.
I know these aren't the best, curated parts of these shows that we do, but they're usually my favorite.
The chaos at the
When
end.
we're just like,
When we've broken
when I have
mentally.
forgotten there's a camera and we are just talking.
When there's a 20-minute gap in the middle, we come back shattered completely.
Weirdly is my favorite part of these.
It's the part I remember.
when the least people are watching.
You guys get exclusive content. The stuff that we don't know what we're saying.
It's weirdly my favorite part. Sorry, John. What were you
Can't do
saying?
this
What were you
reactions.
saying, John?
Aaron Koval, man after my own heart. Here we go. Aaron Koval says, I know this won't happen, but I personally think a Rob Zombie needle drop for Jason Momoa's Lobo would be great. like the Satanic Rites of
Nice.
Blackula. That's a good song, Paul. I
is a
like
really
that
good song,
tune.
Paul.
All right, John. What Rob Zombie movie? What DC character should Rob Zombie do an adaptation of? Lobo's too easy an answer.
Yeah,
dude.
it just is.
Say,
He's got to do some like Southern. He's got to take a character and make them some Southern.
who's that zombie? Oh, what's that guy? He's got a name. He's like a dark evil guy, but he has just like an actual
Not
guy
many of
name.
those.
He's in Constantine's stories. He's it's not like Nick Cruel or something like that. I don't know. There's
Not getting any closer
there's a
with Nick
freaking
Cruel
guy,
or dark guy with names.
Hold on. Okay, let's see.
It's like a bad guy with like villainous.
no.
He's got a
powers.
name. He's named.
What is this dude's freaking name? Oh my god. I think it
Lucifer.
would have to be, no, it's not
It's Lucifer.
The devil himself.
It's
Nurgle?
not- no, it's a 2-component name. It's like an actual person's name, I want to say. It's not like a common.
Papa Midnight.
No,
Antichrist.
I am trying.
Mammon.
I am just looking.
The
now.
British royal family.
Yes, it's the British royal family. Rob Zombie's Gorilla Grodd would be pretty fun. Let's see. No, none of these guys. What the hell? Come on. Maybe he's a Marvel guy and I'm getting confused.
Dude, I'd set you up for like
You
the
said-
ultimate John question, and you just.
The ultimate John question, yeah, it's hard. You know?
You've given the ultimate John answer.
I gotta find a freaking. Well, I'm like, who in the DC universe? Vandal Savage is who I'm trying to think of.
There you go. Oh,
Vandal
yeah,
Savage,
yeah.
sure.
He's a.
I think
he's
if it was a Batman villain.
He's a porn star.
Sure. I guess I would go with like, are there any Batman or like DC characters who are like, I don't know, this guy's like a friggin' boxer down on his luck.
That's what you think of Rob Zombie?
Well, he was gonna make Tyrannosaurus Rex after Devil's Rejects, which was like a movie about like it was like a road movie about a boxer who was like, you know, I don't know.
I mean, Catman.
Yes, Rob Zombie's
He's
Man
Catman.
Bat. All right, just give me Rob Zombie.
There it
Man
is.
Bat. I'm like, who lends itself to being like scuzzed out in this universe?
Oh, I said there is a Catman. I was thinking of Wildcat. My bad. Wildcat's a boxer.
Batman Who Laughs.
No, Wildcat is the name of the basketball team in High School Musical.
Yes. Zac Efron for Rob Zombie's Wildcat.
6-minute game on.
Etrigan.
Etrigan would be awesome.
Etrigan.
We gotta
Rob
move- we gotta
Zombie.
move on.
All right. Anyway, if you guys have any Rob Zombies, let me know.
Gotta get it together.
Thunderkiss 65 would also
Give me the
be
ball.
a good
Give me the ball.
Lobo needle drop. Captain Fernandez.
The way we play tonight.
I don't think it got past storyboards, but I would have enjoyed Neill Blomkamp's direct sequel to Alien.
Fuck, I gotta change the thumbnail.
Yeah.
A lot of people are with us in that one.
Yeah. I gotta just put a generic xenomorph on there.
We just put those previs images they released.
No, it has to
Sigourney
look real.
Weaver.
Yeah, there's that one of Sigourney Weaver and Miguel Bean.
Did Michael Biehn die?
No, he's still around making movies with his
No.
wife.
Who died from?
Michael Biehn was just on a podcast a couple months ago.
No, did someone die from Alien? Or can we just make
Ian
it?
Holm?
Ian
Not-
Holm died, and then
not
they
long
brought him
ago?
back from the dead creepily.
Yeah.
Michael Biehn, we could still make that Neil Blomkamp movie. Okay.
Yes. All right. There's a little image. for
Appreciate
ya.
the support, though.
Appreciate you. All right, moving along. Which Alien movie should Rob Zombie direct? Nick Alexander. The Justice League script sounds a lot like what the OMAC Project trade paperback is. Story that led to Infinite Crisis.
I agree. I was thinking that actually. I think it would have probably been setting up Infinite Crisis. Like John and I did the Crisis trilogy, and OMAC is really hard to translate. So I don't know if they could have done it directly, but I was thinking the same.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Moving right along. Clayton Crook. Oh, I know the answer to this one. Have you all ever had a conversation with High Top Films?
I have.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
I love him. I've only talked to him on like we've messaged back and forth. But I'm a big fan of his work, and I hope that his Jason Todd movie fucking takes off. I'm glad of all the support rallying behind him on that. And he's a very talented writer. Very, very talented. Probably, yeah, top 3 video edit. Like him, Film Speak, and Cosmonaut Variety. Yeah, they're my jams.
Him
Him and Film Speak are pretty similar.
Yeah. Also, I figured it out. Rob Zombie should direct Phantom Stranger.
He's got the song up. It's right
He's
there.
got the freaking song. Perfect.
That'd be great. He'd do a good The Question too.
Yeah.
I wasn't asked, but The Question.
Hey, anything in the Constantine realm or The Question, I would love it. Benno, thank you. Benno.
Do a good Killer Croc movie.
It would be a good Killer Croc.
Fuck you, I'm a fucking crocodile. You motherfucking.
For some reason, they're in a motel.
All right. Benno would have liked a Power Rangers sequel. Feels like they had potential with that. Also, an Edge of Tomorrow sequel, which apparently has a script, would be cool.
We said both of those earlier. Edge of Tomorrow, I loved a lot. I would love to see more in that universe.
The Power Rangers movie, I'm okay without getting that sequel to it.
I never saw that one. I heard it was good.
It was okay, but the Edge of Tomorrow movie, I don't think it will ever get made.
No, Tom Cruise has got the next 5 years mapped out. It would have needed to have happened already.
I am excited though for his Alejandro. Is it Alfonso Cuarón or Alejandro Inarritu? One of the two. He's doing some movie. I think it's Alfonso.
Power Rangers 2, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom
Alfonso
Cruise is
Power
playing
Rangers.
Zordon.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I will piss in all the Power Rangers' mouth.
Oh no. What are we looking at him for? I'm sorry.
Tom Cruise director Alfonso.
Alfonso or Alejandro?
For which movie?
What's next? He's got
A
big-
Tom Cruise movie
Yeah.
coming out. Gotcha. I am finding that for you. I'm sorry, I didn't have it ready. I didn't anticipate you talking about Alfonso Cuarón.
It's Alejandro
It's
Inarritu.
Ali G. All right. What's it called?
There's no title for it right now, but it
Ooh.
comes out.
Research
It comes
guy
out in
now.
2026 here.
Whoa, next year's crazy.
It's a black comedy movie.
That's exciting.
Tom Cruise plays a black man.
Dude, it's about time.
Yeah,
He's really going to be running this time.
from Warner Brothers.
All right. That's pretty cool. Well, moving along.
Sorry, I don't have much to contribute to that super chat, but thank you.
It's okay, because that makes a perfect segue into Ziploc Zenith moment of silence.
Perfect.
Wow.
Perfect.
Wow.
Moment of silence is up.
Thank you.
Interrupted by the alarm.
Thank
All
you.
right. Joshua Kemble is next. Got a 1, 2, 4 question installment here. All right, here we go. Joshua Kemble says this: I have a theory that instead of getting his powers from the Beyonders, Doom will get his power from living embodiments of the Infinity Stones. Loki, time. Wanda, reality. Bob, mind. Thanos or Galactus, power. Kahori or America Chavez, space. And possibly Franklin Richards, soul. He would take their powers somehow, not necessarily killing them all, thus becoming a living infinity gauntlet, making him almost unstoppable. And since they aren't all the same universe, he'd be able to blend them together and use his new powers anywhere.
I don't think even John knows what he's reading.
Or out of space-time.
It's me with every page
Discuss.
of Frankenstein.
I love how I love how much of a uphill battle that book
Oh
is.
man, that was such a funny thing to watch.
It took me a long time. I finally appreciate the Frankenstein book.
Every few words I can feel you grip back on,
Oh,
but then
Jesus.
slip again the next sentence.
That was so funny.
I think that what you just described is a very comic-y solution to the Doom problem. I unfortunately think that much like watching John read it, the average audience would struggle with the experience of that being explained.
What are you talking about, boy?
So I think that's a really good comic storyline, but I think the medium of film, we're getting one Doom movie before Secret Wars. I don't know if we can quantify that quickly. So as much as I like the idea, I think it's going to be a bit more straightforward.
Hell yeah. Like this answer. Thank you, Joshua Kemble.
Thank you for the multiple super chats.
I do like the idea a lot, but it's a very comic-y idea.
I think they should go more comic-y. All right. Angry Carrot, 88, Carrot Top in the chat. Yo! I was wondering if Coy and John could hop back on the DC animated universe for Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. It's a really fun movie. You guys are amazing.
We got to get them to do Batman, Superman, Public Enemies at some
I
point
know.
first.
Yeah, that's a priority, I think.
And
That's
that
top
one other
priority.
one, too.
Those
then-
two big Batman
Yeah.
titles.
Then all the Supergirl.
Yes.
The whole Melissa Benoist,
Yeah.
all of it.
Yes.
All right.
I agree.
That's got to be priority.
The short-lived Swamp Thing series. We'll watch that too.
The Wes Craven movie.
The Wes Craven movie
Gotta
as well. And
These are coming.
Wasn't there a Roger Corman Swamp Thing? Didn't he actually get one made?
I don't know.
Unlike the Fantastic Four.
You're thinking of Mel Gibson Swamp Thing, Christ Killer.
Yeah.
And it's,
Where he fights Russell Crowe's gladiator in the swamp.
and it's spoken all in swamp tongue.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right. RNP Pacheco.
I'm glad people show interest in those, though.
Yeah.
Although I'll say when we brought it back,
The interest did not follow.
That's not a fanfare. That's not a fanfare.
a lot of
for
movies
that.
were interested not to show up.
Yep. If you guys could go ahead and click when you type, that'd be amazing.
RNP Pacheco. Here we go. First time super chat.
No way. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
That's what we like to hear. Watching since 2014. Thoughts on Hulk rights?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It took you this long to
Long
give a
time.
super chat?
Long time listener, first time caller.
11 years we've earned it.
First, where am I? Thoughts? Okay, here we go.
I got you, John.
Thoughts on the Hulk rights issues and the possibilities of Hulk sequels and possible trilogy in the MCU.
They'd have to make a second one first. I don't see a trilogy coming. I feel like the Universal rights are clearly more complicated than you'd think because Mark Ruffalo barely feels like he can talk about it. I saw a thing the other day where like Mark Ruffalo couldn't sign Hulk on a Shield, so She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany, wrote "I'm with Hulk," and like I don't know what the rights are. So it's just seemingly messy legally. So I don't see a Hulk movie happening anytime soon.
I genuinely think, though, Marvel could have. There's ways they don't. I feel like they're not thinking outside of the box of how they can create another like magnetic pull for audiences. If they found a way to do a Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo that did not have these tie-ins to Avengers, like it'd still be the same universe and whatever the fuck, but if they did an actual like super dark Hulk movie that felt very mature, I think that would surprise people and be a new way to get people back.
He's a huge character that is not being utilized well.
Let's not forget, Ang Lee, a tour director,
Was interested.
completely drawn to that character for a reason. The character presents a fascinating psychological complexity.
And the second one Ed Norton was going to do sounded amazing. I'd love to see something like that come.
That's what I mean. He is a character who inherently has something that is truly
bigger than comics.
he's a manifestation of trauma.
Right. I think there's a whole series there. Legally, though, I just don't know if
But he's funny now.
But he's great. Smart Hulk. Professor Hulk.
He's a funny Hulk.
He's got his sweater on.
Yeah, so we need that.
I agree.
And I feel like if they decided to take some swing and do that film, it could make a difference for Marvel.
I agree.
Sometimes it's like
They should make a Logan.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah. For Hulk, that would be amazing. Like instead of just doing like we need new characters or new crossovers. Sometimes
You've
we
got
might
the
just-
hits. Play the hits
Why
sometimes.
not just do the character we already have and make something like fucking emotionally gripping with that one character?
Yeah, I agree.
Logan's the prime example of that.
Yeah, just call the movie Bruce. All right, the Genobides. What?
Kenya King.
You read it, Kenya King, but I will go back and make sure we didn't miss a second Kenya King. Kenya King. I watched the Blade 2 reaction on this channel. Yeah, we got that one.
I love Krieger to do a Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh, you are correct. Well, we're going back.
If this was a Rob Zombie movie, I'd threaten you with sexual assault and bash your head in.
And a great song would play.
Yeah, it would. It would. His soundtracks, baby. All right, Kenya King, thank you. I'm so sorry. I apologize personally to you. Okay, here we go. I'd love Kreger, as in Zach Kreger, to do a Nightmare on Elm Street remake. What do you think, gang?
I'm really excited for Resident Evil because so far we've seen 2 incredible brand new IPs from him. I'm curious how he does when it's playing in someone else's shared sandbox, but if that goes well, I'd love to see his Nightmare. But I'm really excited for Resident Evil.
Have you heard the story about someone saying that he should be that Jim Carrey should be the new Freddy Krueger?
That's fun. I like that a lot.
You think he could pull it off
Yeah.
in a way that's actually scary?
Yeah. I think there's a darkness in Jim Carrey that is waiting to come
I
out.
don't think he'd just be the Grinch.
would also watch. No, but it was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
But no, I think there's a darkness in Jim Carrey he'd want to play in. Like his dramas have a darkness to them. I'd love to see that, and all that energy and all that like zaniness, but put towards like I'd want to watch that.
I just feel like the voice he would do might not be scary. I think his darkness is usually like rooted in sad people,
Yeah, that's true.
not like aggressively. I don't know. There's some Jim Carrey dramas I've missed. So
I think he could do it.
I think he could do it. I don't know if he would want to do it because I think he'd have to be too. Freddy's like a dark evil.
it's not
character.
a Sonic movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's.
That's
wanting
where
to
he's.
come back
That's
for.
where his heart's
Yeah, I
at.
feel
he's
like he
comfortable.
wants to do things that are like happy and
That let him
net good
stretch.
For it would be an interesting stretch. I think it would be really interesting for him to
Like
play
Dr.
Freddy.
Robotnik.
But
Again.
I don't know if he would actually want that.
That's his portrayal. Of
Came
a
out of
villain.
retirement. Came out of
Dr.
retirement for Robotnik. He was ready for it.
All right. The Genobides were back in action. It was so good seeing you guys at IMAX HQ for Tron. What?
Just fucking. We already got a Freddy with Vecna.
That's right. We did.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was so happy you got to meet my brother. He says thank you for the screening.
He's
by
a
the
cool
way.
guy, man.
Hope to see you guys soon and hope to see John next time. I know. I'm sorry. I had to preserve my virgin eyes for when the VOD drop happened.
He was in the projector booth.
I was projecting
Peering
the
in.
film.
Thank you, Jen. For
It was
being there.
it was great to see you.
Thank
Appreciate
you so much, Jen.
It's cool to finally meet your brother. I hope your roommate's doing well. I noticed you did not bring us snacks.
I noticed a lack of snacks.
Noticed a lack of snacks.
You knew we'd be there.
Snack lack.
Yeah.
Snack-a-lack.
That's her new nickname now.
But we abide.
Snack lack Jen.
Yeah.
Are we
Snack-a-lack.
reminding you of that? Is that what you recalled in high school?
Uh-oh.
Snack lack.
Snack lack
I mean,
Jen.
in fairness, the IMAX did have snacks, so she probably thought, why would I bring
Were
snacks?
Jen snacks.
They weren't. Those are better. Jen snacks are better.
Jen snacks are way better.
Always superior.
I don't need more peanut M&Ms.
Jen Snacks is my favorite boys
Popcorn.
spinoff. All right.
She brings these little gummy, like from Asia kind of things, like these little like mochi gummy that were really
yeah,
good that
those
one
are
time.
delicious.
Yeah, those were good.
She brought me an Asian prostitute once.
Hell yeah.
Another kind of Asian snack.
I ate her.
HR.
You're not supposed to be laughing.
Yeah.
We're gonna fire you,
Alex
Alex.
on hold with Alex.
All right.
Damn, dude.
Report was filed.
You're gonna get us in
Signed
trouble.
by-
You're going to get us in trouble with you. All right. The next one. Uh-oh. Look out now. Joshua Kemble says, do y'all not read super chats?
No.
No, but what are those?
What's a super
What's a
chat?
super chat?
What's a football?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
It's okay. We get there eventually. That's how we do it.
Did he contribute a super chat earlier?
Yeah.
Which one?
We read 4 parts from.
Oh, he was. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was a 4-part of the
He just
Avengers
probably thought we
Doomsday.
didn't
Yeah.
get there
It
yet.
just took us a while to get to super
Sorry.
chatting. So yeah. But yes, thank you, Josh. And
You
yes,
know, we
I
thought
hope you were
today's
getting-
stream would be a slam dunk.
We also thought we'd be done at 2:15.
We thought
Greg
that.
was like, do you want to go to the store after? I was like, I can't. I have to be somewhere at 4. He was like, we'll be done by 2.
I thought today. I mean, we had started a little bit late, had internet glitch, and then Coy and I wanted to talk.
Here we are, 3:20.
All right, Alan Smithy's up
It's
next.
the list stuff because the list makes us go. There are things we really want to talk
Yeah, 'cause we're so excited about the
Like,
next one
ah,
down.
Shit. Yeah.
Times 20.
The list does.
10 and 10 is a lot.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay.
We learned.
All right, Alan Smithy. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday to you,
tired.
Alan. I
Alan.
am energized by
Very
your
tired,
comments
Alan.
here. All right.
I've still got to do another shoot with Aaron after this.
That's just Rise of the Guardians.
I got. Oh, that's
You watching
way more
Owls of
intense.
Gahul?
I gotta finish
Right.
eating that prostitute. Jen.
Yeah, she's been waiting
She's
this
been
whole
sitting in
time.
the fridge for weeks.
It's about time.
All right.
I got Thai food, not ironically, in the fridge right now. I've got an Asian snack I'm actually waiting to eat.
All right. Alan Smithy, we're doing it. Happy Friday, guys. I love Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell as Old Man Elvis versus a mummy. Don't forget Ossie Davis as old man JFK or whatever. There was almost a sequel called Bubba Nosferatu with Elvis versus vampires and Paul Giamatti as Colonel Tom Parker.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I have what?
Bubba Hotep is I think it's a Don Coscarelli movie. It stars as
Who's Don Coscarelli?
Just saying these trauma-esque titles like we know them, John.
Bubba Hotep is a movie where it takes place in like a rest home, a retirement home for old folks. Bruce Campbell plays a guy who believes that he is Elvis, so he just kind of dresses and acts Elvis.
Is that where I've seen those images from?
Probably.
Okay.
And then Ossie Davis is his buddy there who thinks he's like the reincarnated spirit of JFK. They're just hanging around their little retirement home. And then some supernatural occurrence happens that unleashes a mummy, and they got to fight the mummy. It's a cult classic at this point.
Sounds like a fun passion project.
If this can get made, Christ Killer can get made.
Christ Killer could have made with
I'm
much,
just saying.
if you just lower the budget
By a lot.
by to nothing.
Current Russell Crowe, maybe do
And
it.
if you get a lot of people to work for free, you could really get that movie made, man.
Gladiator 2, Christ Killer.
John.
I just want to let you guys know that Jen was gonna bring you snacks, but she's afraid she's gonna get kicked out.
Why?
Oh, no.
She didn't know IMAX HQ was like,
IMAX?
roll with it.
You're not allowed to bring snacks to the movie theaters.
That's true. That's a fair
I
assumption.
bring snacks every time.
Yeah, you just got to be clever about it.
People don't want to check your backpack. Bring your backpack. You could literally bring bombs.
Don Coscarelli directed the Phantasm movies. All the Phantasm, many of the Phantasm
It's
movies.
just they're never.
Yeah,
gonna,
is that a demonetized term right
they're
there?
never gonna check your bags.
It's,
the Beastmaster.
You can bring the head of a decapitated victim.
snack.
John dies at the end. He directed as well.
You have an Asian prostitute. You could bring an Asian prostitute. They won't even know.
He did an episode of Masters of
IMAX
Horror.
is never inviting us again.
A little movie before.
You should probably start checking backpacks.
All right. Bubba Hotep is lovely. Go watch Bubba Hotep.
That's the Bible.
Go watch Bubba Hotep. I agree, Alan Smithy. I want the sequel. All right, Mustafa Jav. Then we'll do a quickie refresh. I wish Jumper 2008 was a full-fledged franchise.
Didn't they make a show?
I think maybe.
Yeah,
Let's
they wanted to
check
make a whole franchise. I wanted to see it.
I thought there was like a YouTube original when YouTube originals were a thing. The thing that launched Cobra Kai. People forget that, man.
There was a
Fucking
series,
Cobra Kai came from YouTube.
Impulse.
Always Sunny did. It was a YouTube contest.
Was it?
Always Sunny started as a YouTube contest, and those guys jumped up. Now it's the longest running live action show of all
But
time.
when they did YouTube originals, they were trying to make their own streaming service.
Right,
They-
but even before that, like it was a contest, and then they got acquired.
Yeah, shit. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, Cobra Kai was a YouTube OG.
Yeah.
YouTube Premium had a series called Impulse that is based on the Stephen Gould novel that followed Jumper.
Yes, exactly. So they were trying to do it. And Jumper, I don't feel like that really grew in popularity.
No.
I hear it brought up on occasion, but it does seem like a bit of a niche.
I do know the people who watched it like
People that love it, love it.
People, yeah, it does have the fan base, but I don't think the fan base is big enough to warrant it going. But it was a fun movie. I don't really remember it, but I remember thinking this is surprisingly fun. But it did come out around the time when everyone was like, Hayden Christensen sucks, and I think a lot of that was unfairly placed on that film.
I agree, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh my.
What?
Okay, we're good. We we have a volley of Streamlabs more to get to.
All right.
How?
I think Lachlan Wright has been trying to send super chats the entire time, even when they were open, and didn't get through them. So we have a gauntlet of little fivers here on the super chats on the Streamlabs. So we can do a speed round with Lachlan Wright to end off the day. If
All
you
right.
guys
Okay.
want.
Look. Let's read them all.
Yeah.
At one sitting. Appreciate the enthusiasm because this is a good amount, and I don't want to be disrespectful because this is a good amount. So, let's read them all. Give a qualitative answer, and if any more happen to come in after this, I'm sorry we cannot answer more. But Coy, let's go out on a high note and give a fantastic answer, whoever he's going to say here.
Ready.
All right. You just read them all in a big chunk.
That's what I started with, John. We're losing time.
Lachlan Wright says, "Hey guys, so I messaged you about Marvel and DC possibly fixing their phrasing issue on a stream 2 weeks ago. You're welcome for the double send and free money. But
Okay.
what I meant was, look at the MCU. You have the first phase that builds up to the Avengers, which works beautiful little sprinkles in each movie.
Right.
But
okay.
in the second phase, we are so concentrated on Thanos that Ultra, one of the biggest Marvel villains, gets flopped, which could have been his own arc.
Ultron, he was talking about.
Ultron,
Yeah.
there we go. Imagine if Iron Man 3 introduced the idea, Cap 2 added, Thor was standalone, Guardians of the Galaxy was also a standalone, and Ant-Man was a possible add-on, then Avengers. But I would say call it Avengers Rise of Ultron, or if it is Age of Ultron, then make it a two-parter with some tie-ins in the middle so it feels more like an Age. Same thing with Civil
Right.
War.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But I wouldn't have made it a Cap movie, Civil War. I would have made it a sort of perspective shift, then Avengers being the finale.
Right.
Like a new hero starts it. Do an Iron Man 4 to add tie-ins of different heroes adding to the story. Cap 3 in the middle and Avengers to end. This is basically what they did over 3 phases with Infinity War, so it would work and would make so you didn't have to follow the 27 movies before and just need to follow the phases. Sorry for such a long message, but I really wanted to get your thoughts as I didn't explain it well last time. Also, I live in Illawarra, Australia.
Australia.
Cool.
Hit me up,
Down under.
and you're always welcome to stay.
Hugh Jackman.
You have free accommodations here.
Mr. Sunday Movies.
That's right, James. All right, so what do we think of this rewritten phase plan?
I mean, hindsight is definitely 2020. You can do, some phrasing turns like they did. Edge of Tomorrow is a great example of they weirdly retitled that to Live, Die, Repeat. But I feel like the Marvel Universe is a miracle to be as cohesive as it is. Like, we've learned since Phase 3 how much real life gets in the way and things go wrong. Phase 1 through 3 going as well as they did is incredible statistically. But now there's too many eyes on everything and it couldn't happen again. I personally think Age of Ultron is a bit grandiose of a title for how short that age is. I'm with you there. Civil War, I would have liked as a standalone. They felt like they had to tie it to Cap to give it a POV because your other antagonist is a hero and that needs to have an anchor. So I get why they did all the choices they did while also understanding your notes.
Well, I think what he's mainly boiling down to is he's suggesting that instead of doing like a giant arcing thing over several phases, make each phase
Its own,
that way.
like a trade
that way,
paperback.
you could just walk right into that one phase. You don't feel like you need to watch these other pre-existing ones,
Yeah.
right? And maybe that is something Marvel should consider moving forward.
I think more containment is always a good idea.
Because, I think the narrative is getting a little bit lost in, like, where do we start now? Like, even Phase 5 doesn't feel like a
phase. It just kind of started and
It
ended.
just feels like there's, like, some movies we just put in here. It feels like here are the movies that happened in those years.
Right.
Versus a story that was told in Phase 5. And moving forward after Doomsday, it seems like it probably would be the smarter choice to allow to title each phase.
Yeah.
Versus just a Phase 5 or Phase 6.
when Phase 4 and 5 ended both times, I was like, huh? Like, it didn't feel like it had a conclusion.
Yeah, and sometimes the title of it creates a different type of framework in someone's mind when processing something. Like if they called the newest Doctor Who, if they just called it Doctor Who Season 20, I'd be like, oh, fuck, I gotta watch
Too much work.
19 seasons before this. But by just calling it a different thing, even though it is technically a Season 20, it makes someone feel like they can just walk in right there.
I agree.
And that's actually not a bad note.
Yeah.
For moving forward, to give instead of calling it Phase 4 or Phase 7 or something, you just call it something else instead of phase.
Right. Just don't refer to it as phase.
Don't put it as a
blank.
number.
Yeah.
yeah. Make
call it like
a subtitle or something.
Yeah, the Civil War saga.
Like I love that that context of like calling it the Age of Ultron phase. It would have been a cool thing to call it. Because that is how I sometimes feel like I can hop into comic books, event comics. Without feeling like I need to read the pre-existing ones.
Yeah.
Because of how well they've established it. So actually, no. At first, when we were like, "Oh, what? We got a last-minute one." When hearing that, actually, on a producer note, that sounds really cool. And I never actually considered that. That'd be a pretty smart way to. I hope they. I feel like that's something that they're probably already considering.
They must
right?
be. Like,
maybe like the
tightening things
X-Men
up,
phase,
keeping,
and mutant
like
saga,
X-Men being like X-Force blank, X-Factor blank, like.
Yeah, but they got to get rid of the whole Phase 7.
100%. They
thing.
cannot.
Yeah.
After Secret Wars, no.
Ooh, it's probably going to be an exciting era then.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
it needs to feel fresh and new.
Yeah.
Like the comics have to do. New number ones, new starts.
Cool. Well, thanks for sending
Love
us
that,
on a high
man.
note. That was actually a really
and
cool
thank you
note
for
to end us on.
clarifying it. I really like
thank
that.
you.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're done.
We did it! 3.5 hours.
Coy, end us.
Well, that has been another live stream of Greg and Coy have a plan, and it goes out the window about halfway, sometimes with text, sometimes with madness. We will not be back next week with a live stream. We have Tara and Roxy breaking down the Halloween rankings right here on this set you're seeing a sneak preview of. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another live stream. Greg will think it'll go 2 hours. I'll know it'll go 3, and we'll see you there.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Hey.
All right, mute our mics because I want to talk mad shit about Andrew Gordon right now.